Hello, testing. Hello. We should be live now. I did just upload a video. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, I'd like to give it some breathing room, but we're against the clock. The embargo ends soon-ish. I actually probably should check the exact time of that. I'm pretty sure it's 11 p.m. because I think it's 12 CET. So I could quickly check what CET is, just to be doubly sure. CET to BST? They're ahead by 1 hour. Yeah, so 11 for me, and it's 8:30. Hello! We're going to be continuing right where I left off at the end of the last video. So if you haven't seen it, which is borderline impossible at this stage, at least to get to the end of it, we are just about to fulfill some of the... I was just kind of amazed by that landscape. Sorry, that city looked really nice. We're just about to get to the residents of Tier 3 and have all their needs done. Like, we have Tier 3, but have all their needs done, I mean. So I'd like to, if we can, in the next 2.5 hours, try to get a bath and forum built. That seems to be their final needs. So that's the plan. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Chris and Genome and Dex and Auntie and Zeno and Kevin. That's everybody, at least in the chat. Are you planning to post this later? Everything... oh. I guess loading sometimes has some hitches. Everything stays up as a video. So you can leave me right now if you want and just come back and watch whenever you want. But yeah, it just stays up as a video. You don't need to be a member or anything for it. It just becomes a video right afterwards. So you can just check it out then. Consider this episode 9 in a way for this video series. I'll just be here in the corner getting distracted by you guys. That'll be the main difference. But we could have a quick look at what's been going on. Everything look all right? I think so. Sure. Hello, hello. Hey, Jennifer. And hey, Kajo? We could just do a quick little recap as to the current situation. So this is just, again, I'll mention this a few times, I'm sure, but this is picking up right where I left off after the last video just came out within the last hour. For those who don't know, there's an embargo where we cannot produce any more content after midnight tonight CET. I'm in the UK, so that means 11 p.m. for me. Right now it's 8:30. So knowing I wouldn't be able to get another video done, I thought, let's stream it. We'll just continue the campaign via stream, and this will be like a 2.5 hour addendum to the Anno 117 Let's Play, kind of, I'm doing at the moment. So I'm picking up right where I left off just earlier from that. So this is my little city. This is Mimosa. Doing pretty well. We've got the Festival of Hilaria on right now, so that gives us extra income and prestige for every building that's there. We have the Murder and Poison event that happened recently that we chose something, so we get 36 minutes left on that. And Hand and Heart. Belief, knowledge, and trade revenue are all boosted from an effect we just picked in the previous video. The thing that I'm struggling with the most is workforce. A little low, 2, 1, and 29 respectively for the 3 classes that we have unlocked. I'm not allowed show tier 4 as per... I haven't seen it. I haven't gotten to that yet anyway.
Are best confined to wax.
But I'm not allowed to show it based on the embargo rules either. Stuff that's looking good. We've got loads of concrete now building up in the background. We've built the aqueduct, so we now have full coverage pretty much. So cistern number 1 in this side of the town here. Cistern number 2 here. And number 3 here, getting ready for that expansion. So we've got loads of water, and we're going to use some of that, I'm assuming, to go... Yeah, I didn't actually leave room for it. We could just branch off this way, but go out to the farms, and you can irrigate the farms. Haven't done that yet either, where I played with that mechanic. So anyway, the main focus for me right now is trying to fulfill these guys' needs with everything they need. Allow myself to introduce myself. We could buy the soap. We're delivering brooches soon, and brooches should be really good money. That's going to be happening almost automatically. The trade route's set up, and we've started producing them in Albion. We can have a look in a minute. So that's on the way. The togas, I'm surprised, actually ran low. Could look into that. Why was that? It does say we make more than we need, but the building went offline because not enough flax. The flax comes from here. Well, there's a simple reason for it. Our flax is being outpaced, so we have to build more. All right, so that's where we're at. I'll just catch the chat, and then we'll let time play and continue on. Looks great. Awesome. I just want to go play 1800 now. I can't wait for this to release. Yeah, same. I'm really kind of bummed that we have to wait like 4 weeks. I mean, I get to keep the game, so I can still play it a little bit, But I kind of I'll probably wait for mostly until I can record it again. I wonder if you're going to continue this world. Yeah, so I just talked about that in the previous video. I'll try to be quick because it is in the previous video that I know it just went up though, but I don't think I will. The main reason for this is because, well, there's the YouTube reason, which is starting a series, you know, having a 4-week gap and then saying like, come join me for episode 9. It's just not as enticing as saying, here we are, let's start episode 1. But the other reason, when I was the main reason that actually like made me think this way was in playing the game more and realizing about aqueducts and having to redesign my city multiple times. It's like, well, now I know that's coming. I know about bigger buildings now. I know how irrigation works. I know where to move down through the tech tree more as a priority. I know more about Albion, right? I didn't catch any of the islands pretty much in Albion compared to the AI, right? I have got 1 island here and they have all of the others. So I've been a bit slow there. So, and I know like now we just need money for islands. Like in other Anno games, it's mostly materials and influence. So I think a fresh start will allow me to be a bit more optimal in what I'm doing, learn the items a bit more. I just know things a bit better. So as disappointing as it is to have to restart and start again, I think it'll probably be a benefit overall to the long-term value of the series. Some people want me to go for a really long time with it. So another thing I'll probably do is make sure the islands are big. We've gone with like small islands here because I was playing on hard. The core ones I think are normal size, but all the surrounding ones are really small. I was looking at Raptor's stream a while ago, a couple days ago I checked in, and I just saw his radar and I was like, holy crap, his islands were huge. So I was like, damn, so I'll just put that setting up. I don't care about like maxing out difficulty or anything. That's not my playstyle. I want a challenge, and the challenge has been good in this so far, but ultimately I want like nice, decent amount of building space. It's good to be constrained by islands, but there's really just like 1 island per session that's like livable. I'd like a little bit more than that. So yeah, so we'll do that. So probably will restart. I also imagine the AI might improve, or a few other little bits and bobs and balance changes might help, so it'll probably just be worth restarting. Hey, thanks, Duald. Whew. Yeah, finishing the week of episodes with a stream. Consider this a long episode. Alright, we'll let time play. Let's get back into things. We'll let the day-night cycle continue. Sorry it's been a bit dark and cloudy over Mimosa. We'll see if we've any issues of workforces falling. Of course, as soon as you start streaming. Why? Don't know.
This sardine and I, we're both very small fish.
Oh, porridge, perhaps. There's a few things I need to fix first before I really focus on that, but I don't want my core economy falling out. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's just fix that then really quickly. It should be a straightforward thing. Actually, we'll go down here.
Skewer meat. It's fresh.
I'm good. Shouldn't be eating meat. You're a porridge farmer. I want you. Well, I guess I don't want you getting high on your own supply. Anyways, that should be enough to keep them going, and that'll pay. The workforce will pay for itself there. So, some new additions you might not have seen. We've now got a tabulus, which increases. Actually, speaking of tech, we're not getting any tech right now. Just queue a few of those up, and then maybe we'll do more military. Yeah, so we have the tabulus, which makes writing tablets. So I'm trying to meet the demands of tier 3. The next thing then is the fine glass. So we need to get minerals. First off, flax was low, so let's fix that. So flax is going to be in the north. And we have 1 flax island here. These guys are also low on population.
It feels like it does you good to eat a sardine.
But why? What happened here?
If I had a tavern for my tombstone, I'd be the laughter in the walls.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I assigned them a ship.
Structure is under attack.
God, it's all kicking off. You know, you let time play for a minute. Bish bang biddly. You have all these problems. I'll look at the structure that's under attack in just 1 sec. I can't transfer this in. Oh, we're maxed out. Anyway, one of these has a workforce assigned to a different island. We want it to be from Mimosa. It must be this one. Yeah, it's a Latium. Doing Mimosa there. That'll fix the workforce. Let's see where this problem's happening. One of your buildings is under attack. Oh. This enemy ship is just damaging my salt. There's 2 of them. They've kind of got me beat here, actually, because I moved all my military to Albion. I've only got this 1 ship, so they might just have to do some damage for now. As you can see, I'm not keeping up with the workforce, so I can't even employ any defenses over that way. We'll just have to try and get more and more people, and then try to meet their demands. I love how, before I clicked over to a stream, I felt like, oh, this is going to be great. Like, the economy is totally settled. Straight away, like a million problems. Yeah, I guess we could do this. I'm just getting a bit desperate to just beef up the workforce here. I'll just have to make sure they have everything they need. So what they need is going to be like all the base tier stuff. So they should have enough of this once that number just climbs a little further. So that should be okay. The fish is okay. So that's the primary population sorter. The other things they need at that level just gives them money. So they should be able to sustain themselves. We need to bring the ships back. I might be able to do some damage against that one, but I could lose my flagship. I could buy a ship. But I don't think you can buy military ones.
We rely on maritime routes. Patrons come from far and wide for Lily Bayon's entertainments.
Give me that ship. Alright, let's head over. We can assign this to...
Safe travels in your new ship.
Oh, Ravenna, perfect. That's where I wanted to come from.
Waiting for your decree.
And then we can help our flagship and fight back the tyrants from our island, or the pirates. Love your content. Thank you, Aaron. Love your video. Can we see the ponies? I don't know what you mean by see the ponies. See the... I don't have any cavalry... Oh, like horses in Albion. You can see them if you want.
There's a shortage of workforce in
I haven't made any
cities.
yet, but I noticed there are some up here, or there were. They're running low on charcoal. I can't believe nothing is working. Everything was working fine earlier. So we have one there. It must not be enough. It says it's enough. So what's the deal? Not enough fuel to begin the next cycle. You got 6 in island storage. They're loading up now. Okay. I'll leave it as is. Yeah, in terms of... I mean, we can look at those ponies if you want, in a way. But, yeah, I don't have any, like, in the actual production chain yet. There is island fertilities for that, but I don't have them on my island. I did see wild horses running around, though, in the previous video, and we zoomed in on those. So, that's the best I can do. What is that? Oh, there's an icon on YouTube telling me to do a members only stream. I'm good for now. The ASP. Pentaconter. What's with the symbol above it? Has it taken damage? It doesn't look like it has any damage. And our building is just about to be destroyed. That's salt work. So these 2 ships will just have to go together. And we'll hope for the best.
Waiting for your decree.
What way is the wind blowing? It's blowing out this direction.
We stand waiting.
Damn. Wish you could ram. Just pin him against the coast and ram him.
Fortune favors the bold.
Ship is under attack.
What could you possibly
Need to keep moving. If you keep moving, that onager won't really be able to hit us properly, I don't think.
We advance. Through the waves.
That's easy enough.
We stand waiting. Waiting for your decree. Neptune's finest. Ready.
Easy peasy. Not too bad. What do you got for me?
Sailors, forward.
And then we'll go back and chill at the repair crane.
Festina
We picked up
Lente.
tiles. Okay. This is the final episode, I guess. Yeah, this stream, because we can't go any further, and I can stream until the embargo, which is at 11, which it's coming up to 9, so about 2 hours 15 minutes. All right, no big deal. That's cool that they attack your buildings, though. I don't think they did that really in 1800. They mostly just went for your actual trading post. What was the other thing we picked up? Wood. Okay, helps with the repair, I guess. These guys are low also. Oh, they damaged the actual mine, so that slowed down our concrete. That's okay, concrete's fine. Anyways, back to what we were doing. It was flax on this island. So we have the workforce again, and the flax building is here. So just need a second one of those. Okay. I didn't want to do that. So that should be extra flax. And that flax is already set up on a trade route to come back to Mimosa, our capital. When that happens, they should have the togas they need and keep it consistent. I'll just double check, but if we have a look at flax production, then here, and we compare it to the island we just got it from, which was Latium. Seems really high over the consumption anyway right now. Seems weirdly high, but okay. Mimosa is consuming about 1 per minute, and Aretium will make, it says 1 per minute, but I think it'll keep going up, because it seems to take time. Anyway, it should be okay. That is mixed with something to make the togas. The togas are here. They require... Oh yeah, it gets made into cloth, and then the snailery makes the purple. So that happens over here, basically. So that's linen and Tyrian purple. That isn't supposed to run all the time, but this one should. This is the one that was slowing down a lot. So hopefully the next delivery of flax, that'll be okay. We have a trade route for that. This is the ship that does it. And they currently have 5 bundles of flax on there, 5 tons. And they're on their way. Cool. Alright, I can slow down just for a second or get my bearings again. At least money is good. Things are stabilized again, so that's nice. The workforce has come back up. I'll brighten back up the day. I just tried some gamer subs, but they seem very sweet. What's your go-to flavors? So I'm not sponsored by them, just for those who know. I just buy it. Trying to just look over there. Guacamole Gamer Fart 5000, I think it's called. That one's awesome. It's strawberry and lime. I do have a real sweet tooth though, so maybe I just lean sweet. But to me, that's like one of my favorite flavors of anything ever. Like forgetting energy drinks or whatever. I just think it tastes amazing. It's very lime focused, I would say. Rosie likes dragon fruit. She's been drinking that one lately. I'm trying to remember. I used to have like 10 tubs there, but we actually just ordered again recently. But we ordered from the EU. And the store in the EU is much more limited. It used to be called, and excuse me, titty milk. I think it has a different name now. That one's quite good. I couldn't even tell you what that tastes like, but it's pretty nice. Moist Critical, the YouTuber, has one called Goof Juice, which is also super nice. I think it's raspberry. So I do tend to lean into the fruity flavors, and they do tend to be sweet, I guess. So yeah, the Gamer Farts one. That's the one I tried. It's sweet to the point I can't really drink it. Oh really? That's so funny. I have a massive sweet tooth, so that's, yeah. I don't know, because all the ones I go for are kind of like that. Rosie much prefers sour. She gets like cherry limeade or something. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anything that's less sweet. Because the other one I was thinking is Anime Girl Thigh. It tastes like a Solero ice cream. So again, it's quite sweet and sugary. I mean, there's no sugar in them. It's all artificial sweetener, I suppose. Anyway. Glad I got your hands on Anno 117 and you're really enjoying it. Thanks, Real Ogre Bane. I'm a little hesitant in it. Feels like they've gotten away from a lot of the optimization aspect I love in 1800. I actually prefer that. Well, I don't know. It's interesting. So I do prefer that you're not cramming things into circles to get boosts to productivity. I prefer that. Not everybody has to agree with me though. that was an aspect of the game I didn't like because I felt like it ruined the look of cities. It's like, okay, I'm going to shove like 20 factories into this circle because I get like an extra bicycle out of them from some item. I hated that. But people who are like very efficiency driven love that kind of stuff. Optimal layouts, you know, if you lean a bit more into the OCD spectrum, I guess, or other spectrums, that's the type of gameplay people absolutely love. In some sense, it's been just flipped. It's like inverted in this game. Instead of cramming things into circles, everything has a circle, and you have to then fit regular buildings into those, but they're really wide. So you could still get that optimization itch. Hiya. In some sense, right? It's like, okay, I need to boost knowledge, they got to fit within here. I need to boost religion, they got to fit within here. Then you do have your officiums, which are the town hall buildings where you put items in there and you get benefits. So it's kind of there. But I haven't played long enough to really know a lot of the items. I've never seen items that really give you something every X cycle, you know? They might exist, I just don't know. I would imagine they're going to add more between now and then too. Items, I mean, because they added a lot from the beta to this. I presume that, you know, these are things that you just slap a few icons and effects together and throw them in there. So I don't know. But yeah, if I was a normal consumer, my impression of the game so far is that I love it obviously because of the era, so I'm an easy mark for this game, and I also loved 1800. But I feel like they're coming in hot. It does seem a bit buggy. It does seem like from the demo to this, you can tell like they've thrown a bunch of stuff in there and corrected things, but it's like you're coming in hot, definitely. And what I mean by that is just like, there's like some bugs and balance issues and stuff, so I would imagine there's no harm in waiting till maybe Christmas or even early next year. There's nothing catastrophic at all by any means, but it just feels like they've come in hot on it. Like some things aren't fully done. For instance, like the statistics screen doesn't have everything it had in 1800, and it's missing some really core vital things that I just feel like they're definitely going to add. And it's like, oh, this, you know, this was in 1800, it's not in this game, you'll probably add it into your day one patch or your first major update. Sort of like, you know, when 1800 came out, they added the whole statistics screen much later. It wasn't even there at launch. So I feel like that's going to happen again. So you may be best waiting, especially with the glut of games that are out right now. If you play a lot of other things, there's really no harm in just waiting a little bit. That would be my, like, honest take. GGF is my favorite as well, though I had to switch to the caffeine-free version for health reasons. Yeah, I haven't been drinking as much of them lately, generally speaking. Not really for health reasons, but, you know, it's not good to drink it every day, all the time. Lots of caffeine, and if you've got heart problems or something, it can maybe have effects. So I don't drink it that much anymore, but this week I have been, as I've been doing videos every day. And it does help. And I do really like it, so I can see why you go for a caffeine-free version, actually. Is this being produced okay? My music has gone off. Sorry, anyway, I'm going to be distracted so much during this, and I like to be chatting with you guys, because I don't get to chat when I do the videos regularly. We're going to buy soap. That was the other thing I need to do. The flax is coming in now by default, so that should be okay. And soap I'm purchasing from Milady Zara Nitu, who's now my defensive ally, by the way. The other thing I wanted to do was... Workforce is okay. Just make another couple of ships. I want a ship that goes back and forth to her automatically. It's only 3 workers to do that with them. It's 9 for this. It's kind of interesting, you know, you get 3 slots on this, you get 4 on this, but you take way more workforce on this one. It does move faster though, not by much. I prefer these little guys. 3 feels good, you know, it's not like the schooner which just had 2. Actually, before I go back to Albion...
All's yearn to slip away. But that's most of us, isn't it?
Do we have much in the way of... Yeah, we need more tunics. Eel is okay. It's tunic and eel they need, isn't it? Oh, cockles and eel. For people, I mean. And then this gives us... Oh, the bard gives you... I didn't know that. It gives you population. Definitely pop one of them in there. These guys are okay. Hey, thanks very much, Richard. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you. That should boost the population just a little bit there. It's interesting. I'm still learning like what gives you what. You know, in the other theater, most public service buildings usually give you money or happiness or health. They don't really often give you directly population. I think the market does.
What could you possibly require?
I could require a, what's it called, depot, and then we can store up the stuff that we have.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Yeah, that's annoying, man. These take workforce as well. 11. Ugh. Might need some service buildings here. I don't think we have any. So Custodes will also take some people. The Medici. We have a Medici now. Still don't have this unlocked. What's the happiness is super high. I mean, you do. It means you still will have people break out in fights, though. I guess somewhere like here might be the place to pop it. Try to fit other things in there later.
A winkle among your coppers is a gift from the sea.
Alright, so I could help them out just a teensy bit. I think this workforce will climb back to normal levels in a minute. So, I want to set up everything for tier 3. We've got a few quests I want to do as well. We have some mock battles to fight against Manx, which is kind of fun. I've already done the first stage of it, and it'd be cool to actually attack the pirates or something later too. But getting tier 3, the reason I want to do it is all the stuff we're missing gives us tons of money. Excuse me. So the soap that I'm just about to buy, togas again. Oh yeah, well, we have to wait for flax to build up. That's okay. Brooches should be en route actually now. So if we have a look at the global map. Don't see the ship. It must be still in there. Or it's already made it back, maybe. It's picked up 16. Excellent. Oh, it's actually in Latium. Nice. We're about to get our delivery of brooches. That's going to give you a lot of money. Brooches seem to be the thing that earns you the most. It's 4 per household as an actual item. So in this category, brooches, I know it's worth a lot. Like 4 bars, and this is worth 4 bars. So just doing that and that would allow you to upgrade the residents. I'm not allowed to upgrade them for the embargo, but still, it'd be good to see. Now, we do get 4 income, 3 belief. This gives us more population. And I'm struggling to see necessarily why Togas keeps running out. It should be okay next time we get it delivered. So flax from Latium, we make 1 and we consume less than 1. So it should definitely be fine in the next few deliveries, because our building just keeps running short. That's all.
Away, Praetor.
Needed to not run out. It's got 3 in storage, so it's got 3 more cycles before it's going to run out again. Anyways, been mind-blowing how fast these annoying videos have been coming out. Thanks. Not annoying. Anno. Okay. Hey, Ginger Gamer Plays. Sorry to hear you've diabetes. I recommend Gamer Subs, thanks. There's no sugar in it. Anno, Ethiopia. Egypt is going to be coming, I'm sure. The next one is glass. So glass production should be okay. We have to go set up minerals. And then we can make sand here, and then we can make everything else here. So minerals comes from, we'll make it from this island here.
Construction of a ship has finished.
Just need a little bit more workforce. 2. They should be okay, with just a little extra then. And then we can get the minerals from over on the mountain. They need concrete delivered though, yeah. Okay, you let me know when you get there. I'm gonna set up a ship to her. So, you go there and then come back. And I want you to Julia Ativa. I want you to buy soap on the reg. means regular. You could actually buy the glass as well. Anything else you could be buying? Fine glass, writing tablets, marble, da 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 da. You should be able to buy more than that, I thought, but I guess not. Options. Wait for goods. Wait until you've loaded everything, and then come back. I want you to buy 50, and then drop a batch of 50 in every now and then. I can't make soap. I don't have lavender, and I can't make sausages in the New World, or in Albion. Good cannot be loaded. I'll look into that.
We are short on help.
Oh. Why? I was going to say because I don't have herbs. Bread and garum.
I throw some of our work in the fire for the penalties watching over us.
Ship's -8. Oh, right. The ship that we made took that workforce? Oh. Let's see. I wish you would tell me which ship, because I have to just check each one of them. That would seems like that would be a nightmare later. The one that I bought, I assume. Must have had both. Oh yeah, it's this one. I just didn't, I guess so. I think the Scorpion requires the Plebeiant, yeah. There. That's so interesting, right? Because it meant I took away the only workforce I had to work that mine,
Under attack.
which stopped my iron production.
What could you possibly require?
You chase that guy?
So wary, Triangle.
Where's he going? He's heading north, actually, so that's good. It's away from the pirates.
We stand.
Just follow
waiting.
that way, and you follow that way. Just watched the last video. Great work with the time lapses and city. Thank you, Blindin Dios. Thank you. Absolutely loved your videos and coverage over the last few days. Also, more generally, I've been watching since you were in CA. Oh, cool. Thank you, Rob. Long time ago now. I left in 2017.
So wary, Triangle.
I joined in 2015, so that was 10 years ago, which is crazy. Still remember it very very vividly and fondly. Just wanted to tell you how much I've been loving the series, been binge watching all 7 episodes over the past 2 days. Thank you, Punith. Yeah, the reaction to it's been really awesome to see.
We stand. Waiting.
Seeing the same names. This isn't Manor Lords. No, it's not. It's gonna make a joke that I probably shouldn't make.
Ready.
Greg doesn't really like Anno. I have to argue with him all the time about it. He's really sick of me bringing it up.
We stand. Waiting.
Hey Ace, I was wondering, can you change the workforce allocation for land units? I don't know. Yeah, I haven't actually made any land units.
Waiting.
Maybe at the end of the stream we could do that, or get play around with that a bit. He offers me a treaty. We have defeated a lot of his
Let's make a deal.
only 5,000. It annoys the Emperor, though. I guess no.
Alia Iacta.
Oh, give me those weapons, thank you. He's got another ship here.
Festina Lente.
Ostina Lente. Might just be passing by. There's like 4 or 5 ships just hanging out here next to Zara Nitu's island. If you get close to them, they do activate, but then if you leave them alone, they go back. Don't know what that's about. What are we missing? Hemp. Let's get more hemp. Can never have enough.
A ship is under attack.
Oh.
Forward, Praetor.
Oh, he's actually... Oh, yeah.
We stand, waiting.
Are they even shooting anymore? They all just seem to stop there for a sec.
We stand, waiting.
Oh, we got the wind behind us. But so do they.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Proper winter game, Anno. Do you earn prestige if you win battles? No. Prestige is an active thing. It's either on or off.
What could you
As opposed to a
possibly
currency you would
require?
earn and spend, you know? So, if you did earn it from a battle, I suppose it could be timed maybe or something, but not that I've noticed.
Mariners, forward.
That's something that bugs the hell out of me, man. It's the way the ships just stop. Just keep going.
Forward,
I never
Praetor.
right-clicked the ship. I right-clicked to go in front of them. So why are you stopping? They have aggressive stance. Units abandon commands to attack nearby enemies. Oh, maybe that's why then. I wouldn't advise using that. Units never abandon commands and holds its ground. Yeah, let's do disciplined.
Neptune's finest.
Good to know, I guess.
Ready.
I guess it comes into range and then it goes, okay, I'm going to stay here and like do something myself. It's like,
Forward,
no, no, no.
Praetor.
You're not smart enough to know that they're moving, so... Alright, let's head back.
Festina Lente.
And check this out. We could pave all the streets, actually. I've got loads of concrete now. So, a lot of these ones are paved, but a lot of the ones on the other side aren't. So, it'll extend the range of a lot of stuff for us. Egypt is a part of Season 1, yeah. The Season 1 DLC. I mean, we don't know for sure, but it is a picture of pyramids, so I assume an Egyptian theater will be part of the first season pack with workforce and maybe irrigation or something to do with that. Classically, it was like the breadbasket of Rome. So maybe food production focused to let you build taller or something. I would imagine. I look forward to that. That's going to be awesome, seeing Egypt. The other ones, I don't really know anything about them. One of them is like a picture of Etna or Vesuvius, one or the other. Like a volcano. So some sort of natural disaster DLC maybe? Maybe some people have speculated, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but like it'll be a big island thing like they do with Cape Trelawney and stuff. And on that island there's like a volcano that goes off now and then. I don't know. I don't really like the big island thing. That's just me. I'm like the only one in the world that doesn't like that. I just feel like it makes every game very repetitive where it's like, okay, I gotta go to the big island then. And that's where you just everybody builds their city. I prefer having like... you can obviously ignore it, but it's hard to ignore because it is just like obviously the best thing to do. But anyway, if people like it, they like it.
Time flies, as do we.
Okay, so that was all in service of getting the workforce back up and running here. We've now done that, so it's much better than it was before. We can use that now to get more plebeians. I think we need 8. And then we can deliver concrete up here, actually, was the other thing I had to do. Which is needed for, is it needed for the mine? I think it's needed for mineral mines for some reason. Tiles and concrete. Oh yeah, I gave them the tiles. Okay, let's give them a little bit of both. So 10 concrete, 20 tiles. Don't need any wood. And we'll bring that up north.
We advance.
You let me know when you get there.
Through the waves.
Workforce is okay here now as well. Looks like the population's improved. Have they got their togas now more reliably? Kind of. 58% supply. 57. Still the flax route is not keeping up, I think. But it's nice to see the brooches are here. So let me check the numbers just again, because I still can't work this one out. We're producing more than we're consuming for the togas. Oh, I know what's happening. This takes a minute. This takes 2 minutes. You need 2 of these to satisfy that. I did purposefully leave it with just 1, but the bar has gone over 50%, so now 1 of these just isn't enough to keep up anymore. That's the issue. Or 1 of these, I should say. Yeah. Alright, so we need another one of those. And then we need another one of these. And that's a minute 30, so we probably need another one of those too. Thank you, I'll just check that in 1 second. Thank you so much though, by the way. I'll lose my train of thought otherwise. Yeah, that's about to be outpaced. You can't see it really, but there's a grey bar there that's indicating the other building's not up and running yet, but when it is, it'll not be enough. So we need another snailery, which we have here. Won't be enough room. Might shift this over if I can. Alright, I ate a lot of my workforce though. Gjeld van der Hayden, thank you so much for the super chat. And he says, hope you keep the series going. Unfortunately, I did mention earlier in this stream and in the previous video at the beginning, which just came out, so I understand people won't see that. I will probably be restarting the series for a few reasons. Not to go over and repeat myself too much, but the main reason would be that I think I'd like to play with bigger islands, and I know the game a lot more now that I've played it, so I think if I start again, it'll be a more knowledgeable run. Like for instance in Albion, I only got 1 island, the AI got all the other islands. I didn't know what fertilities to look for, now I know. Same with this one, right? It's like I know which fertilities to be kind of looking out for. I also know to leave certain gaps for certain things like aqueducts and stuff. So I just feel like I'll be better prepared. Also, there's the YouTuber incentive of being like, I can't put a video out now for 3 to 4 weeks. 4 weeks actually from today, I think. So it's like, oh, do I just start again and go like, join me for episode 9? It's a little harder incentive to find people when, or expect people to watch something when you're like 9 episodes deep and it's like you're watching the old content. The other thing is like I expect the AI to be improved, maybe a few little things to be improved or changed, hopefully. So I just think a fresh start with the new knowledge, bigger islands, could make for a better playthrough, long term especially. So that's the real reason then. Thank you, Kjeld. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I think it's Kjeld. It is okay to start. Yeah, it's okay. I just felt like I should at least explain, because a lot of people were like, oh, just keep this gun going. We're making pretty good money now. I really want to buy some like higher tier items as well soon. We arrived. Great. We'll start scaling the population again in just a moment. Minerals, please. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so minerals get refined into... They go into a mineral crusher, which also needs plebeian, but it needs marble to be built. Probably just do that back at home base. Could do it here maybe, if we just deliver the marble real quick.
We stand waiting.
Less refinement at this island. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's try it. So I can't do it right now, but that's going to be 45 seconds, and then this takes 1 minute. So just 1-to-1 for now, I guess. And yeah, we'll just leave it somewhere here with the warehouse nearby. And we're lacking 1 plebeian right now, and this will need 7, was it? 6. So I need 7 in total. We get 1 from each household. So low. You don't get people from either of these. We do from bread, though, do we? Yeah. There is a route that deals with bread that we go off to Albion, but we could make a pit stop at Ravenna and drop off some of the bread. And say, maybe just like, I don't know, 20? And keep going. Where are you now? You've got bread on your route. Actually, a better idea, I think, would be to say, on your way back, drop any remaining bread there. That prioritizes Albion first for bread, and then anything else comes here. So, Mimosa, my main island, to Albion, and then on the way back, drop off any remaining bread on that island. Sure. And that'll give them the population they need to run those buildings. We make enough bread for all 3 islands, I think. Yeah, 4/3. Although it's not running right now. So why? Not enough charcoal again. God damn. Dude, I keep forgetting about tech. We did just get the charcoal improvement tech, actually. Just get that and that. So that's going to be duct irrigation. Allows farms to be irrigated with the aqueducts to boost their productivity.
Public unrest.
That'd be really fun to try that out. I haven't seen how that works yet. Ooh, new god. Choose the Celtic path in Albion and house smiths. We haven't done that yet. There's also this god I haven't looked at, so we have to check him out. Health area effect for Medici is +1. Effect Ranger Grammaticus 20%. Hell yeah, let's get these. Then there's all the military stuff. Leave that for now. Am I going to play EU5? No, I'm not very interested in it. I like Stellaris and Crusader Kings, but I've never enjoyed Europa Universalis. I actually want to make a grand strategy game. I often talk about that, but they're like the opposite type of... They do it in a way... I don't like their version of it, let's just say.
Our causes.
A treaty?
All give way to priestesses of Vesta.
I've had this before where it says like they've offered me a treaty, but I don't know how to see it.
A gathering of the worthy.
This here.
How fair you.
Let us join our causes.
Let us join our causes.
What's the treaty, dude? How have I been? I'm good. I'm very good, actually. Thanks, Louis.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Thank you, Kaland Gil. Thank you. Thanks, Zeno. Do you think you'll finally finish Satisfactory with the desert run? I don't know. Yes, I intend to. But man, yeah, I'm looking for an editor at the moment. I actually got an overwhelming amount of applications. There's like maybe 30 people applied to be an editor for me, so it's just taking time to go through them all because they all have portfolios and I need to reach out to them. The idea, because Satisfactory just takes so long to edit. I'll be running the series at a complete loss, but I just feel so bad not finishing it at this point. And maybe with an editor they can come out faster and we can turn it not to be a loss anymore. That'd be good. A festival can be hosted. We just had this, the Festival of Joy. I can't make sausages or buy them anywhere, so we'll have to pay for the festival. A glass poet has joined my island. Oh, it's a festival in Albion. Well, that makes a bit more sense. Because I was saying we're running that festival at home right now. By the way, these ships, they can all go over to Manx now, and we can have a battle. And he's over there.
We advance.
Let's check this item. Prestige area effect +1 if you have a glass smelter in range. We don't have that at the moment. Although we're about to. We're getting one back in Latium. So you can come back. Keep pressing the wrong button, sorry. Alright. How's the cat? Can't remember the name. I've got 2 cats. They're not in here at the moment. So Rex was the one who got hit by a car and stuff, and that's how we found him. He didn't get hit by a car when he was mine, but he became mine afterwards. He's great. Although actually, about 2 weeks ago, I donated like all the remainder of his... So we raised money for him after we paid for his surgeries and stuff. And you guys like raised way more than we needed, so I donated the excess just recently because he's been totally fine for like 6 months. which was £1,500. Just donated it to two different to RSPCA and Cats Protection, and that was great. Everything was fine. And then literally the next week, he started vomiting and wouldn't eat his food for like a couple of days, and it was like, oh my god. So we took him to the vet, and we had to pay like, I don't know, about £1,000 or something to do all these scans. He's got a shaved chest right now. Turns out they didn't find anything wrong with him, so he just must have eaten something, or has a really sensitive stomach. We're not really sure, but he's on like gastrointestinal food and stuff now, and he's totally fine otherwise. But he just had a 2-day spat of being like unwell, I guess. Our other cat's totally good though. No issues with her. She's great. But Rex is crazy. He'll eat anything. Like, he just eats anything. We joke and say he's got a complete death wish because he'll eat inedible things, or try to. And he's obviously one of the most expensive cats ever now with all the vet visits he's had and stuff. But yeah, he's adorable. He's very friendly, super cuddly. Oh, there he is. He's coming in. Rosie's bringing him in. Let me see. Hello, Recky. He's a black void. Can barely see him. You okay, sir? He's my boy. He's my boy. What's going on here? You're blocking the road. Alright, we're meeting these needs quite nicely. These two I'm not really meeting that well. I could actually pause it for these guys and just say, don't consume it. All it would give you is a little extra money. We don't need it from this residence. The things they get from their brooches is way outweighs that, and they don't need it to upgrade anyway. So for now, maybe we'll just pause it. Yeah, so we have the riding tablets demand. That's fully met. It looks like our togas has been met, so we've done all that. The soap is being purchased now. And then fine glass is what we want to work on. So we have to crush those things. To do that, we wanted to send them marble. I actually bought my marble. I didn't make it either. But it's good enough to send up there. Oh, sorry. So we'll send that to Ravenna. That's marble. With that marble, they can build their... You know what? We only need one. I feel like we should just bring one or maybe two. Okay, two. So maybe I'll bring 4 just in case I need another one of those buildings for now. Because at the moment it's kind of actually precious. But thanks for asking. Yeah, he is good though. Young cats sometimes literally eat anything. Yeah, he's our third. You know, we had 2 kittens before that. They were never like him. They did eat more, but he'll eat anything. Almost anything. I mean, actually anything. We've never given him something he refused it. Except that time when he was throwing up. That was the first time he didn't eat, and it was like, uh-oh. Alright, while our ships are on their way, let's pave the roads. The docks look so much nicer when you pave them as well. Get rid of that wood. Can you upgrade roads? Much better. Brett, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Congratulations on your engagement. Thank you. Yeah, long overdue.
Accept my sacrifice.
Why can't I upgrade that? It just wouldn't let me.
An ox in spirit.
I think it thinks I'm trying to upgrade the aqueduct. So this is going to extend the reach of all our buildings and stuff, so it'll just be good to have generally. And it also makes things just look so much nicer. I'm out of concrete. Cool. That was a lot. That was 100 concrete to do all that. And we're still not done.
Am I surrounded by cannons?
Have you played Orebound? No, I haven't heard of that game, actually. I like to write things down, though. I'll write that one to remember them later. I'll write it down and take a look. Warbound. Pave it all. Is it still not possible to make a full harbor? It would seem odd for an Anno game. No, I think you can. So, now that you can do stone, you can go out to the water like this. So, yeah. But compared to 1800, you know, we don't have any of the... And that came with DLC, but the harbor ornaments and stuff. But yeah, so only just with concrete can you do that now. And we have warehouses and things. The main difference in this game, you know, that makes things a lot more challenging, I feel, is that it requires workforce. So a depot, just to store more things, it's 11 workforce. To give you context, you know, a fully met house is 3. So you need 3 houses. 4, pretty much, to run 1 storage. It's a lot. Now, workforce is a percentage of the population. It's 50%, but it rounds up to be generous, which is nice. Or at least from 2.5, I suppose, it's rounding up. I'm guessing there's a technology or something that allows you to say, or maybe an item that goes into the officem that will say, like, workforce from population plus 10%. So then it would be like, okay, 60% of the population now work. I would imagine. Because otherwise, why have those 2 separate values if you don't actually do something with them? I assume they'll do something with it. Marble ship. I'm so slow. What time is it, by the way? We've only got an hour and a half left. Oh, we're almost done, actually, for what I wanted to achieve. My cat's the same. He'll eat anything and will throw up after eating almost anything. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he eats, like, boxes and stuff.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Oh, it looks awesome, that building. We'll check it in a sec. We're still waiting on the bread delivery.
You have been building for 2 hours, have you? May I suggest some refreshments?
How dare you. Where is my little bread boat? Oh, that's not good. It's coming back from Albion, but it doesn't have any bread on it. Alright then. Let's shift this. Oh, damn. I keep pressing escape to go back a layer, but you have to press this tiny little arrow here to do it. Alright, alright, alright. Forget the bread layer. Get rid of it. Oh, actually, you do need to drop it off, though. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do bread with this one instead. So, Mimosa, pick up your bread. Actually, seems to be quite low generally. And then bring it to Ravenna. And then come back and buy the thing. Yeah, that's fine. But turn off the rule then. That is definitely going to trip people up that that's hidden that way. Because I set that rule. Yeah, so I set it. Hid this. And then if you go back in... Well, now it's displaying. But hang on, if I collapse that and then open it up again... It doesn't display. So I guarantee you people are going to forget that they've assigned something like that. Now, back to Rome. Or Mimosa. Bread is still being overproduced, but it does seem to have run very short again for some reason. Oh, I keep forgetting. Charcoal. I got so distracted. By myself, really. I was going to do it down here, because I actually did this before in one of the time lapses and then decided to delete it for some reason. But that'll fix that. That's why there's a warehouse there and there was another one down here for the mine. You can have a little look over the island just for a recap as to where everything is. So, just broadly speaking, the island was built with this in mind. This is our Governor Palace, or Governor Villa. Everything... based on its prestige, the more prestige you have on the island, like I said, it's an active thing. If we delete buildings, it goes down. If you add buildings, it goes back up. The more prestige you have, the more officia you can build. Officias are like town halls where you can put items into them. It's the first time in the game where I've ever had any money, so we might go out and buy some. Good ones tend to cost about 90 to 100k, like the purple colored ones. So we'll make a play for one of those now, actually. We'll head over to that island, and we'll head over to this island. So that'll be the 2 NPCs we can buy from. See if we can get something good. Yeah, yeah, so everything's kind of based on that. We then have our religious buildings here and here, but then we also have shrines. So shrines basically are mini temples. So they just extend range. They don't fulfill a need. You can actually have this right next to the sanctuary, and it doubles up. It's like you'll get more. Basically, they're independent. Forget this building. It's just these three. But you are limited by how many you can have. So we could be pushing devotion even higher, and we could build 4 more of these to get even more out of here. Maybe just for now, I'll just stick a few in on the sides, because there's really no harm in it, and I haven't really been using them very well. What's very annoying to me, anyway, is that it has a grass base, so we can't fill that in. But that should help with a little bit more devotion. Anyway, more devotion, for those who don't know, just means more benefits. So the higher this number goes, the higher this bar goes, it crosses thresholds, and that increases productivity. So just like we were talking about town halls, trade unions, this is another sort of global, regional trade union, if you want to think of it that way, where the more belief you have, then the more benefits you get to all this. So this 50% productivity is being applied to all my sardines, the entire chain of garum, the entire chain of oysters, cockles, and seashells on this island. Other islands will feel differently about their belief, but there is also a global amount that gets contributed here. So because I've mostly focused Neptune on my core islands, we then get the Shrine of Neptune that we can place around, which we've been doing, which just boosts your thing further. But then eventually you can get this. Buildings near cisterns will grant additional belief. So again, it'll just stack even further. And I've tactically placed my cisterns for good coverage. So this should give us a lot of belief. I think if we could get to that, we would need 4,000. To get 4,000 belief, ultimately you just need more population and more good shrine placement. So anywhere that has the green arrows means that they could have a shrine, and they don't currently have one. So somewhere deeper in here would be like a good spot for it, probably, rather than just sticking it on the outside like that. Yeah, somewhere in and around here might be decent. Outside the theater, takes up the same amount of space as a house. Could move one of these houses and see how we get on. Yeah, let me just move this for a second. That one goes over there. You go down here. You go there. Maybe a bit better there. Kind of. It's on a hill.
People are ailing.
That's okay.
What is truth without virtue, and virtue without truth? Yes, yes.
Shrines do give belief. Oh, wait. Oh my god, maybe you're right. Sorry. I'm totally wrong. I just assumed it was belief. You're right. You're right. It's just the sanctuaries that do that. Ah, right. Income and fire safety. I guess that kind of makes sense, because it would just be stacking effects. Although the other one definitely stacks effects with the cistern thing. My bad. I just assumed a shrine meant belief. You know, I didn't look at it. Good call though. Good spot. You're right. Didn't realize it gives more money. That's actually quite nice. Yeah. In terms of belief coverage, then how are we? So this is all done. It's these guys out here that could do it some more, and these ones up here. So you could have one maybe around this location as well. Are they cut off now? They don't say they are, but they probably are. It doesn't take any workforce to run this building, right? Is it 6 across? Yeah, it is. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I thought that was the grab tool. My bad. Sorry, guys. Alright. I didn't check it beforehand. We're up to 3,000 now. Didn't we? We need 4, I think, to get to that other number. So we're probably not going to do it. Yeah, 4,000 across all islands that have it. We have Neptune as a focus in Albion as well. What's wrong with that route? I just realized I'm blocking this, sorry, yeah. Picking up bread from Mimosa. Cannot be loaded, storage is empty. They should be okay now, though. The bakeries should be running again. Oh, yeah, sorry. There you go. So, the bakeries are up here.
No fuel to keep the fire from dying away.
They need an officium up here as well, probably. Get some production-focused items. Alright, let's have a look at the items in the game. $100K. Yeah, I almost forgot about the road. Sorry about that. How's performance? Is it better than the demo? I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't really know. It just feels the same to me, but I don't know. I'm like the worst person to ask with PC stuff. Like, I just don't know anything about it. Hey, Andres. Still have to watch the last 7 parts before the stream. Get on it, man. Catch up. And good to see you. So, we have an item, Vengeful Villicus. Villicus? Military focus. So this one's civic focus. Residences in range gain prestige from wine, if supplied. We're supplying wine, no problem. 100K, though, is a lot. And I don't need more prestige, because I can't fill the sockets I have. Goods transfer speed increase. Belief area effect. So loom weaveries give an increase to belief in the area for 120 Thaui. Phlebas, handsome Phoenician. Forget the profit and loss. Phlebas encourages others to look windward. Let me just check something really quickly. So that is affecting loom weavery, which I think is this building? Now that building gives income to affected buildings, but it would also then give 1.5 belief. That would make it very tempting to put it somewhere deep into town, if you really want to push that belief. So that's a tempting one. We'll go into debt if we take that one, but I could do it. I don't know, it's fine. Here though,
What we are selling here on Lily-Bayon is an escape, Governor.
what do you got for me? Economy,
Paradise.
bread chain, 10% productivity. We're actually okay for bread, so that's fine. Seafaring hit points, seafaring movement speed, productivity from rope makers and ropes and chains. Rope chains in range. Anything to do with ropes. I recognize that face. Medici in range, extra patrols. It's kind of tempting to go for that one then. I wonder how much time is left in that item. 4 minutes. What do you think? Should we just go buy it? Am I going to build a bathhouse? That's the goal, is to unlock 800 of these. We need 800 guys. I just need to expand. It's more difficult than you think to keep up, though. Let's try to expand and reach forum and bathhouse, because I haven't seen them yet. So I need more of these guys so I can get more of the plebeians, so I can get more equites. But we're also trying to give the equites more stuff. How are you guys for markets and things now? You could do with another one. So I'm going to get a bit lazy with making the town look any nicer out this way.
Started in your city.
Could do a production building there, actually. Maybe.
Paid all his dues.
Can't really fit any more in here without taking a long time to rework things.
There are signs of public unrest.
No, there's not. Alright. They start writing already. Dude, I just gave you a brand new home. Complaining already. Disgrace. Now, with all of that, how are we doing for things? So we're low on everything. Great. Just these two are the ones that matter most to me. Although, if to upgrade, we do need to satisfy the other demands too. Alright. Actually, if I build one down here, we get money benefit. Items were almost not a thing in 117. There was a debate of getting rid of them. Oh. I like items. We were talking about this earlier about like cramming everything into a region of a trade union. I didn't like that. That's just me though. The community clearly do like that. So that's a bold move to kind of slightly move away from that. And I was saying like I don't see any items that do, oh, every third cycle you get a bicycle or whatever it might be. You get a byproduct. And I'm actually okay with that. But I do like the items generally for like especially economic effects or broad economic effects. I think they're cool. I like reading them too. And it feels like I was saying earlier, feels like it's coming in a little hot. Like a lot of items got added between the demo and now. So I feel like I could see that being a decision made late, or that's just one of the last things they consider adding once all the other systems are working and in, maybe. Leave it locked at 10:30 for a while. It actually looks pretty good at 8:30. Like a little bit of shading. Alright, so population's growing, see if we can sustain it. We do ultimately need then more hemp and more sheep. This is where you'd say like, okay, this now needs to be handled by a different island at this point, because it's becoming too much for this one. But there's simply no time. So, these can support 4 of these. So 2 of these for 4 of these. So we got 1, 2, at least 3. But each one takes our workforce, obviously. And then these are 1-to-1 with these. So on the island we've got 6, on the island we've got 7, so we could build at least 1 more of those. I've up to 83,000 now. I'm guessing that item is re-rolled though at this point. Yeah, that's okay. It would have put me into 30 grand of debt. What are custodies? Custodies in range, happiness, and available patrols. Oh, it must be the city watch. Yeah, I guess so. Religion. Vinter and wine chain have increased range. What? Vinter and wine chain. Oh, in range. Sorry, in range. My God. And then 20 productivity. Nah, not a big fan. What about this one? I'll tell you what. The thing I don't like about items is the constant re-rolling. I don't like the RNG, I guess. Not a big fan of RNG generally. At least with this kind of thing. Victualers in range. Olive oil chain productivity 10%. Nothing stands out as something that I really want to get. Like, I don't really know what I want though. I'm just waiting to see something kind of cool. I've got a building down here ready to specialize something along the coast, or maybe the concrete, or maybe even farms,
It feels
or
like
the
it does you
apiaries.
good to eat a sardine.
I've got one down here for all the fisheries. We do have someone helping fish, reduces workforce and reduces upkeep costs to fisheries. So that's kind of something. I've got one here, doesn't have anything in it either. So I'm just kind of waiting to see items that feel like they'll make sense. I just realized, yeah, they don't have a city watch or anything here. If we pave these roads, they'll be able to go a little farther also. That's us out. Do the clouds not move when you pause time? Because this seems like it's shrouded in darkness now. Oh no, they do. They do. Have I played 1404? Yeah, I did. I really like it. I'm a latecomer to Anno. I played 1800 as my first one, and then I went back and played 1404, and I thought it was great. And then I played 2070, and I liked it. Wasn't super into it, but I liked it. Didn't play it for as long as 1404. And that's it. I haven't played the really old one. Was it 1503? And I never played the future one. The super future one. Darren played Anno like a madman this week. Yeah, I did a video a day. Which isn't that crazy, really. Just sit down for an hour. Well, a little longer than that to do some of the time lapses, but ultimately it wasn't that bad. Maybe a Weaver district in combination with the item. If the Officium circle can hit multiple in its radius, you can spread them out. Belief plus income equals win. Yeah, maybe. That's the kind of thing where I would need more time to really pause and sit down and look at it and then go back and like figure out where things can go. At least for me. You seem very quick with that. Because I look at them and think... So what was that even doing again? Because I looked at a few. The Weaver district in combination with the item. I can't remember what the item was doing for that Weaver. For the Weaver. Guessing that one's gone now. Maybe... Or I just forgot. Olive oil chain in range. So it means, oh, that's obviously 10% olive oil. Great. Although it's for the entire chain, which is makes it a bit more difficult. But to get everything. Victualers in range, workforce reduction. Yeah, I need to see the item again. I'm after forgetting, so it's my bad on that one. Her offer just went away immediately. That's annoying. Oh, it's back. Hello.
We do what we can.
Yes.
Innocence.
We can trade now. What have you got? Bread and soap and headpiece. They've got some items that seem to be for tier 4.
You
which
do
is
not
cool.
belong here.
127 tons of porridge.
My order.
No, I'm good on the porridge. Oh, I'm delivering that to you. It's too much.
Are not slow.
She wants 14
just
tons
get
of writing
distracted
tablets for
a
8
lot.
grand. Yeah, I'll do that. I assume I can do that. Consumer goods. Why do I have this? I don't recall putting that there. Writing tablets. Oh, we have 14 exactly.
What could you possibly require?
Throw you in there.
Through the waves.
Alright, anyway, let me focus back up again. So we were trying to make glass. We should be up at this island now with our marble, right? Did I ever deliver that? Oh yeah, I did, and then I built this. And then I got completely distracted because I thought I had enough. Oh yeah, and then we said we were going to try and make bread for them. But I just have failed to do so. I mean, I could just make it here. I don't know, I guess. Although actually, I don't think it's that easy. Because we'll use a lot of the workforce. So my bread delivery, and then yeah, I remember now how I got distracted because it's just bread wasn't working, and then I didn't have enough charcoal, and then bread seemed to be low, but all of it should be good now. We have 26 on the island. So let me make a manual delivery then. Although we have a route set up for it. This one. Oh, it's got bread on. Where are you? You're on your way north now, are you? Yes. Finally. Okay, cool. When the bread gets there, the workforce will be okay, and they'll work the building. Then what we need is to bring the minerals back. But we need a new route for that. Or a ship that can do it. This ship can do it. So it's an intermediate, I guess. Oh, pigments. There you go. Unload. I've actually already made some. Great. Guess it's just been made at a severely reduced route or rate. Once we do that, then glass. So we have a okay workforce for this, but not perfect. 17 and 11. Just a little more than what we have. So glass smelter. What the hell is this? Oh, is it a... Oh, it's a river slot building. Affects fire safety in the region. Ugh. Tell you what, we don't need... Let's move this one there. That does grain. And this one can go out here, not touching anything. So that's going to take in sand, refine it into glass, and then a glass blower takes in the pigments. Takes 2 minutes. Fire safety and prestige. Yeah, I'll just stick it somewhere here then as well, because the fire safety problem. Nice looking building, actually.
20 more years of this ahead of me, and that's if I'm lucky.
Now, what I'd like to do is see if we can upgrade some of these guys into more plebeians. And subsequently make more equite. Can we go all the way down to the coast? Some of them can't. These guys are lacking stuff. Oh no, no access to the market. Oh, but we can give them access if we get the concrete roads done. That's all they're missing, really. But we need more concrete. We need more workers. All Anno games number add up to 9, so I don't think so if they'll ever do 1066. Yeah. Yeah, they said that, I know it's a cute rule or whatever, but I'm sure they would just break it if they really wanted to do something. Hey, Randolphski, sorry I didn't say hi. This is directly after the video. Yes, Bacon Droid. You planning on doing a general review? No, I don't review games anymore. I just play them. I also don't endorse them, or any, well, I do sometimes say if I really love something, but I don't want anyone ever pointing the finger at me and saying like, you sold me this game or whatever. It's like, no, I didn't. Never told anyone to buy anything.
Springs and brooks babble over my people. Relieve the drought of the psyche.
A little low on the farmers now. Did I overcommit? Maybe. Not farmers. Liberti. Whoops. Let's get some more equite. Okay. Whew. Look at this. Can't stay for too long, but I had to pop in and say hello. Hello, Nano Mods. Thanks for stopping by.
You have perfected the management of water.
Why'd you drop a new
Much
video
like
and then
the
went straight
rules
into a
of
live
old.
stream?
It is a sign of...
The main reason for that was because the embargo for this ends in 1 hour. So if I want to do any more content, it has to be within this hour. So I put out my video as the last day for a video, and then straight away I'm just giving you a longer form of a video. They also have a weird rule where it's like you can only do a video that lasts 1 hour at most. But for a stream you can go as long as you want. So if I want to get you more videos, the best way to do it was to do a stream here at the end. So that's why. I'm sorry that it was close together. I was just working on the video today, got the time-lapse done, put it out. As soon as it was out, went live. So that's basically what happened. But it's not optimal for me to put a video out so soon, or a stream so soon on top of a video. It hurts the video.
Messenger of Ninil.
I did it for you.
Cherish your gifts. Reason prevails.
So I just answered that, JP, but I'll answer again. No, I don't plan on doing any review. I can give my thoughts on it. I gave my thoughts now already.
What could you possibly require?
Which basically is a review, but I'm not actually doing some sort of review video. I just play games on my channel. It's just basically a long form Let's Play channel with occasional opinion in there. Nice aesthetic in the city you have. Thank you. Yeah, been working on it. This is the section that I'm most happy with. Pretty happy with it overall though. It's coming together now that we have the aqueduct in and the theater and the sanctuary and the governor villa. It's a mix of optimal and aesthetics, hopefully. This is our thing that gives us a huge amount of benefits, as do these buildings. Even these little ones give us some benefits. all within these little circles. So try to keep things placed around where it made sense. What we're aiming for right now, though, is to get 800 of these guys. We're at 793. So yeah, I can still keep going. And then we'll be able to see the scale of a forum and a bath, which is going to completely ruin the layout. But, gotta do it. Hey, we got a horse. Cavalry buildings, I guess? Alright, never made it this far. A forum, with its grand stalls, public walkways, and fountains, offers the city a little of everything. Money, population, and prestige. Bathhouses aren't cheap to run, but are immensely popular, boasting vast reserves of generally clean water for more population health and fire safety. Oh my god, it's huge, dude. Why does it have to be so big? Do you add on to this? It requires an aqueduct to run. Wow. So you have to hook it up to the aqueduct. Dude, it's too big. Its effect is massive as well. Somewhere there might be kind of cool, actually. Aqueduct is nearby, so that works out. It has pretty good reach into the town. The other side of the river, I mean. Not perfect, though. Either way, that's always going to be the case, right? Anno 1800 is the simpler version of 117. In some sense. It's more complicated in the stacking efficiency bonuses. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, the 1800 is all about, like, how can I cram as much stuff into this circle as possible? And this game sort of inverts the circles in some sense and says, no, every building has a radius. And how can you fit overlap radiuses with each other? It's like trade unions, not let overlap, right? That's not happening. In this game, it's like, okay, here's one for knowledge, here's one for happiness, here's one for money. Like, overlap them as much as you want. And now you figure out how to get, like, houses within them. Which I think that's way more interesting, because at least it makes for a more natural-looking city, rather than 20 things crammed into, like, a little building. Or at least to me, anyway. But, you know, I don't mean to be sounding so negative about that. I still like that mechanic. But I do prefer this one. The bath. I didn't even check that yet. So the baths. Is this also requires an aqueduct? It does. Jesus Christ, it's huge. Maybe the bath could go over here then. I just feel like I can't place it anywhere without destroying everything. They're two massive buildings. What does it require? 25 concrete and 5 marble. 40,000. Wow. Holy crap, the money. And this one requires 35,000. Well, I don't even have the concrete right now, but definitely one of them is going to go here. And then a forum. I mean, I could maybe. Destroy the front of the villa. You can kind of see water flowing through the aqueduct. So, I mean, you can, but I meant as you're building it out, it doesn't do the thing it did in Anno 1800 with canals, where you see it, like, rushing down. It does move down, but it's really janky. It's sort of just like a graphical effect that's, like, loading in, rather than a flowing effect of it whooshing along, if you know what I mean. You kind of have to see it. But it is nice now that it's there, you just hear it and see it, so that's cool. The forum should be placed near the villa. Yeah, so I'm thinking like out in the front here, I guess. But I have to move those houses somewhere then. So we could go like... It's such a rework, dude. Oh my god. Something like that. So that would be a displacement of... 14, 15, 16... Oh man, a lot of houses. But we gotta place it, right? You have to do it. We need more concrete, so I've got some time anyway to wait for that to build up. But yeah, that's the plan. What else do we unlock? Stables, horse breeders. Equitum campus. I never built any military buildings. One thing I'll say is, you know, even playing on hard, never needed to. Completely ignored the military side of things, really, to be honest. Like, the chains all here just didn't do anything with. I mean, land combat's obviously going to be reserved till later, I suppose, anyway, when you're taking islands. But no one's waged war on me. In fact, I'm trading with both of the NPCs. And the one in Albion... Well, he's just neutral, I guess. Right. Population has fallen a bit. Are you guys okay?
My tombstone,
No, they're okay.
I'll be the laughter in the walls.
It's Rex. It's a funny sounding cat. There will be plenty of spectacles. Will we see gladiator fights sometime? You're not on this project anymore, are you, Andreas?
I'm afraid the flame that never goes out has gone out.
I love it, man. I know the streets well. Very Lucius Varinus looking chap. Yeah, well actually if we zoom out now, bonk, we're different. Now we're Lucius Varinus again. You strike me as a Titus Pullo man yourself. He's a big boy. It's cool walking down around here because I did spend a long time rebuilding this place and shaping it, and I actually do know it pretty well, so I know where I am. It's a shame that the ground is a little broken on the ground. Obviously this is just like a playful mode, that's not that important, but... Build a fishing hut in the main harbor for cash. Already did. Where have you been? I have one on every coastline now, so everyone's got the little extra cash benefit from that. Oh, I can't go inside here. Pulmentum. Aquila fructus.
What is truth without virtue, and virtue without truth? Yes, Lucius.
Lucius? Couple of thick boys. Ah, one of the latrines, yes. People complained about how I put it near too close to the well. Don't worry though. See, these guys, they're picking up the buckets, they're flushing the place out, they're not letting any contamination happen. That cat just used it, by the way. Why shouldn't there be big effing monuments in an Anno game? And what should be Roman monuments that come to mind? Correct the Latium Stadium. Is there a level 4 citizen? Yes, there is. There's no level 5 though. Are you a dev on the Manor Lords? I am. Yeah, I'm a designer and a writer. When the next beta patch drops for Manor Lords, I'll stream it and we can talk more about it then. But I don't mind answering questions even now, just broadly speaking. Oh, look at that.
Aqueductus, not aqueduct.
You can pet the dog.
I cannot.
Do you have a portrait in this game? Do you mean me, as in me, Darren? Or does my character have a portrait? My character has a portrait. There are 10 portraits to pick from or something. Down by the docks. That's the fishing dock we just threw in very quickly. And that gives us a little bit of money. There's a technology that gives you money from nearby fishing docks for houses. So these guys are living life. They're getting fish, you know, freshly caught right outside.
I have instructed my freedmen.
Now that's Lucius Varenus right there.
1/40th of the value, as agreed.
Hey, Plutonium. One might say he is a Manor Lord. I am a Manor Lord, I guess. That's funny. I've never heard that before. I should have to tell Greg that. It's like, we are the Manor Lords. He's the Manor Lord, really. I'm a pretender. There you go. You can have your painted statues if you want. At least that one.
What is truth without virtue, and virtue without truth? Yes, Lucius.
Look at his little legs dangling. Alright, will we hop back out? Oh, that was a good little walk around. So, I just took you from like over here all the way down through the street and around and up. That was cool. And we're making money. Town hasn't burned down. That's great. In that time when I was distracted. It'll hold up for a little while longer. I can't remember anything I was doing. So, we were still looking to buy some items. And we do want to get the concrete to build the bathhouse. Or the baths.
We stand waiting.
Nothing super amazing. We do have a few quests to do, actually, that I've been meaning to finish.
So title.
Oh, did I accept any quests to deliver? No. Olive oil production chain again. Residences in range get extra happiness. That's kind of okay. I'm gonna pick that up.
What could you possibly
We have a
require?
festival going on for a few hours, which is kind of faking our happiness right now. Might be good just to have that generally. This guy too. Render. Oh, it's for only for renderers though. Is this for? This is just for residences. Yeah, that's an okay one.
We stand waiting.
Oh, I can only have one item. I'll take this one then.
These were generous terms.
Yeah, in terms of my portrait, that's my portrait there. As for my face in the game, no. I don't know if they got content creators in this game. They did in Anno 1800. I have not been asked nor approached for it. And I wasn't in the last game either.
All good people are friends with each other, so why aren't we?
I don't know. I guess we're not that friendly. Could make another warship, actually. What would this take? This is 37 workforce. It's so much. And it's always the lower tier. I wish it was plebeians. Yeah, they're all the bottom tier. Maybe when you rank them up or something with technology. Oh yeah, don't even have stone walls yet. These are the ships. Shipboard scorpions, plated hulls. Armor plating on the outer hull of a ship makes it more resilient. I'm guessing you have to fit that on though. Scorpiones. Scorpiones. Reign of Pain. Not doing much for ships. Quinkreams are stuff I haven't unlocked yet. Maybe at the bottom somewhere? Not sure. It's a great time to be an economy building strategy gamer right now. Yeah, Farthest Frontier went into 1.0. Anno 117. Pioneers of Pagonia. I actually don't know anything about that game. I have heard that name though. Manor Lord's coming on. Yeah. Yeah, it's been good stuff. I mean, this year, I think just generally for games, there's been so much good stuff. Like this last month, I mean, I like Battlefield. Absolutely loving Battlefield at the moment. Mostly. Arc Raiders I was playing as well. It's just, I'm in love with Arc Raiders. I only played one game of it recently, and I played a few when they had their early test a few months ago. I just think it's sick. No Man's Sky has been dropping updates like crazy. Don't even play that game, but if I had the time, I would. And then there's just loads of new games been coming out. I've been playing Death Stranding at the moment, actually. I'm always catching up like a couple years behind everybody. Yeah, I don't know where the ship stuff is. It's basically Settlers from the inventor of Settler. Oh, right. You're playing Farthest Frontier right at this moment. Nice. Have you played every Anno game in the series? No, I never played the first one, and I never played the futuristic one. The real far future one. I think I played the others, though. 1404 and 1800 are the two I really know. Milo of Croton right there. I don't get the reference. What's the reference? Milo of Croton. Croton. Do you think there'll be more AIs on release? I don't think so. I do agree there's not that many, though. I don't know. I have no information about that. I would be surprised if they did. Yeah, can you upgrade to a concrete bridge? It should be able to, so let's try now. I didn't have enough concrete earlier. Yeah, there we go. Much nicer, connecting the two regions across. So I was saving up concrete. That actually costs quite a bit to buy the baths. Do we have enough working down here?
So, when will those materials materialize?
Oh, you're just so smart, aren't you? Such wordplay. The amount of puns in this game is ridiculous. Let's get me another quarry there, please. And let's give it a little warehouse. We needs a warehouse. That'll do. Yeah, we overbuilt that on purpose because I had a stockpile of limestone I wanted to blow through, but we've blown through it, so concrete has slowed down a bit as a result. These are my 4 concrete buildings, by the way. There we are. That's the entire chain. 2205, that's it. Alright. It's pretty sweet. Bit cyber solarpunk. Yeah, I like futuristic stuff. Is there much you aren't allowed to show? I'm not allowed to show tier 4, and I haven't seen it myself. Oh yeah, Power Wash Simulator 2. I've heard that's actually... I was just listening to a podcast about that, actually. I think I'll get that. Anyway, yeah, can't show tier 4. Can't show too much of the campaign. I didn't even look at the campaign. And... can't show anything more in 45 minutes. We're not allowed to show anything. I don't want to go to war. I'm sorry. I won't have enough time and it'll just be too distracting. So that's just not going to happen. If you want to see somebody who did go to war, though, Raptor went to war. The YouTuber Raptor. He invaded, like, the pirates and stuff and invaded their islands and destroyed them. So you can see how all that works with him. How good of a PC do you need to run the different Anno games? I don't know. You'd have to... I mean... the lame answer is to check the minimum spec on Steam for the different Annos, because there's different Annos. So, you know, they require different amounts. My PC is I have an RTX 3090 and an AMD Ryzen 9 5950X, I think it's called. And I've got 32 gigs of RAM. So my PC, I bought it a few years ago, 3 years ago. Whenever the 3090 came out is when I got it. And I sort of treat PCs like consoles, because I'm a console loser. Because I don't like hardware. So I just go like, okay, I'm just going to throw money at this, someone else will build a PC, and then in 3 to 5 years, I'll just buy a new one. And then sell my old one. And that's just what I do. I have generations of PCs. So that's why I don't know anything about it. I just kind of throw money at it, hope it works, and it rarely does. Things are so poorly optimized on PC, it's insane. So most of my normal gaming time is on PlayStation. But anything to do with content creation is on PC, of course. Raptor, what'd you say? Raptor had a huge ass army? Did he have any reason to? I'd be more curious. As in like, did he get attacked, or did he come across an enemy that also provided troops? Because I will say, I'm playing on advanced hard settings and everything. These are the non-advanced enemies, though. There are 2 that have higher, or actually there's only 1 with a higher star rating than the ones I'm playing against, and they've been aggressive in taking islands. At least Zara Nitu has been, and she has a decent looking island here. She's got troops moving around, but we're in a defensive pact. She's extremely friendly to me, and I haven't done anything for her. She just kind of always was.
Waiting for your decree.
So yeah, that's something. If you know, I've been trying to be fair to the game. It's like I would be concerned from a military / combat perspective that Seems pretty underbaked. Oh shit. Oh no. Where's my other ship? Oh, it's so far away actually. Trade kill. I can pick up the item though from that. Yeah, I've just been fighting pirates in the ocean. That's really it. He took out the pirates in Albion, but they didn't actually die. They don't die. As far as I know, when you defeat them, they just go away for a few hours and then come back, just like in Anno 1800. What are the things you liked in this game you want to add or at least talk about in Manor Lords? From this game, there's loads of things in this game I love. Controversially, I really like the UI. I wouldn't, I guess, add that to Manor Lords, but so I could talk for too long about that. But one thing that off the top of my head, would be that like I like building chains. And okay, here's I'll tell you what I'd take. I would take tiers of residents and give them associated jobs. I would totally steal that system if Greg would let me. He will not let me. So I would like Burgage plot level 1 to be like peasants, Burgage plot level 2 to be villagers, Burgage plot level 3 to be artisans, or whatever the case is. And you need certain people to work certain jobs. That's what I would do. It's just this system. Because yeah, it's all just the same workforce, and it is what it is. I would also, yeah, not from this game, but anyway, actually, I could go off a million different tangents about the Manor Lords and what I'd like to do. I would really like to focus on, I think Manor Lord's strength is the families, right? In this game, you don't get to know anybody. No one really exists. No one moves around. It's a game on a grid. Everything runs on timers. It's completely different, right? None of these people are like real. Did I get that item back, by the way? I did. What I would like is for Manor Lords to lean into that more and have families that you get to know and give them a last name, and like they have children and generations, and you know, it's like these guys work the lumberjack, so they eventually get better at being a lumberjack, or whatever the case might be. That kind of stuff. I don't think we're ever going to go that direction, but that's to me the unique selling point of Manor Lords, is like the family as a unit. I don't know many other colony games that do that kind of thing, where it's like, oh, you're not assigning a person, you're assigning a family. And the family lives together, eats together, you know, they move together. So to me, it's like a perfect system to have something where it's like their attributes are leveled up and tracked together. But it's complicated. You'd need a whole system of like how to reassign jobs and stuff. So a lot would have to change if you went that route. But I would like to do something like that. Anyway, is Banished or Patron like that? I haven't played Banished in a long time, so I don't think so. Banished, you move around people. Who's Greg? Greg is the director of Manor Lords, and the sole developer up until its release, pretty much. And then he hired a team, and I'm on that team. Playing God, are we? Speechless for a moment. I was just trying to be like, I don't want to like say anything I shouldn't say. Where's my ship? Anyway, waiting to bring this ship back. Concrete's building up now, so we should be able to do this rework in a moment. It's going to send the economy into shock, but it'll be worth it. We've got 23 more Libertas than we need. Oh yeah, because one of my ships went down, right? Let's throw him in. Culture. Happiness 1.2. You can't shift click him in for some reason. Happiness 1.2 for all of these homes. Is there another one of these anywhere closer? You can't have it inside the radius of that one. It would have to be like here. I guess somewhere maybe over there. This one's probably far enough away it could have its own thing. And then there's obviously for there. Yeah, it's fine. It only affects residences though, so we'll just do it down here. Why not? Ooh, actually. You could have one there as well. Happiness 1.2, we're on 139.
Let's put smiles on all their faces, shall we?
We gained about 60. So the glass blower. Prestige for the glass smelter. We have a glass smelter, right? Where did I do that? over this way. And that would give prestige to everything in range of it. But I don't want to do that though, because anything else in range of it's going to be hurting for fire safety. So we'll leave that where it was. We'll make another ship because we lost that one. I was going to change this to have more stuff on it, but we'll just get that one back.
Neptune's finest.
Okay, I'll catch you later. It's 3 in the morning here. Good to see you. Thank you, Infinite Roster. I love how workforce is going to be more relevant in the late game compared to 1800. Yeah, workforce is tied to everything. I think I was saying earlier, right? A depot, just to get more storage on your island, costs 11. And 11
There's a market for
Libertas
everything.
is like
Yes,
3
fair enough.
houses. You get 2 in each house. These guys have almost everything they could have. 3, I think, is what we saw earlier. If I was meeting that demand properly, we'd have 3. So 3 means, and to get 11, you need 3.5 houses, basically, just to have 1 depot. It's quite interesting to have to do that. Yeah, we need more porridge. So let's get it. I was going to do 1 more farm down here, and that'll be that. So much porridge. I need something that like boosts porridge or something.
Time to decide.
He keeps attacking me every time we refuse. I'll keep refusing. Something else we could do just while I'm waiting on that concrete? Well, I won't forget to build it, don't worry. It'll be the end of this thing is when we build that, basically, the stream. Got some military ships here. We got a job to do. We have to take on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships if we can. He's like, are you ready? Almost. I might lose all these ships, but we'll give it a go. What do you got, by the way? Pentaconters. They're pretty small.
Ship is under attack.
Waiting for your decree.
Alright, so far so good. This one's really weak. Can we get that one out of here?
Remember that we die.
Or at least go with the wind or something. This is just part of a quest. This is supposed to be a mock battle, but we're definitely going to lose these ships, I think. I don't mind though, we'll just build them again. Two more to go, I think.
A structure is under attack.
Can you attack that one, please? They keep going for the other one.
We stand waiting.
You know, I really thought we might at least win one of these. Rowada's Corsairs have menaced these waters since I was a little boy.
Easy. Does 1404 still hold up? I know you're asking someone else, but I think it does actually.
Do we have against the Bane of Albion herself?
There's a mod I think
we'll scrap the Navy
that lets
idea.
you.
Stick to horses, like my mum always said.
There's a mod that lets you put it in the UI in
Still,
widescreen.
wasn't so bad. I managed to learn a thing or two from you, even if I'm not likely to captain a ship anytime soon.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
your help, Governor.
That's a nice cash injection. Yeah, I think there's a mod that lets you widen out the UI. That's the only thing I had a problem with. But beyond that, everything worked fine. So I would get that mod if you could.
Through the waves.
Fancy taking some Moreland low bellies off my hands? I don't think they're biters.
Vigilés in range increase belief in
Under attack.
patrols. That one's actually kind of okay.
Remember that we die.
Who's under attack now? Oh, back in Latium. A trade ship.
Through the waves.
Turn around. Come with the wind.
Waiting for your decree.
1404 History Edition is optimized even for ultra wide screens. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, the History Editions. That's true. I played before that. I've actually never tried them. I tried the one of. Oh yeah, I did play one of the real old ones because when that came out.
What could you possibly require?
I love how far you've come with your channel. Very good job. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Mr. Lem. I feel like I do less now than ever before. Alright, everyone's back on their routes. All good. Good amount of armor we're picking up. That sells for a good amount. That's about 2 to 3 grand right there. Surviving. Oh yeah, I might actually do a let's play on Surviving Mars. I played it back in the day. I reviewed that, and I think I gave it like a mid 7, because I was like, yeah, it's got potential, man, but it's just not that good. And then with the Green Cities update or whatever it
You
had,
always ask my horses for an honest opinion.
it seemed a lot better.
We're all
And now they're
friends
doing
here.
like a full relaunch. Movement speed and discovery radius for seafaring. Yeah, let's get that as well.
Call it cultural exchange.
So it's just slightly better than what we have. I mean, I guess we don't really need discovery radius now. Most of the world is discovered. So it's actually kind of useless. Because we have the 10% anyway.
Remember that we die.
But it's all good. Right, you go back home. We're going to heal up and then we'll send you back to Latium. Got about 30 minutes to go. So let's see if we can get this building done then. We have the concrete for at least one of them. What do you want?
An accord between fellows.
Trade. Yeah, I'll take it. So now all the NPCs are pretty friendly with me.
Memorably done.
So, we unlocked 2 late game buildings which need a lot of money actually. I did just blow 100 grand, but we can build at least one of them for now. Oh no, we can get both. We'll do the forum first, or the... What would I rather have? Health and safety? Health is good, fire safety is a bit low. So let's do the fire safety one, so the bath. Bathhouses aren't cheap to run, but are immensely popular. So the negative thing here of putting this over this way, for instance... I don't know why we're not getting any circle. Why am I seeing a circle on this side? I am there. I was going to say the negative thing is that it wouldn't really reach any of these, but I think it will. So it's going to pop it down here. Oh, it says terrain too steep. So even if we flattened out that area, we can't do it. We could do it here, though. Okay. Well, that's a bit annoying. So it's a lot to move. We have to move all these guys. So just pause time. We'll get all of you guys out of here. Just pop you over there temporarily. We'll work with this SWAT. Oh, damn. Oh, actually, get rid of that maybe. Now, where does the aqueduct feed in? It says it requires aqueduct cisterns. Dunno. Let's just build it.
The water flows and you dictate its path. It is clever and essential. We share an interest.
We'll share a little bit more. Did you notice that terrain can be a lot steeper than an 800? I did. I also noticed a lot of people complain about that. They're annoyed about the sloping. I think it's cool, and I think it's handled pretty well for the buildings. And I've seen the way the models are done, that they go a lot deeper. Because you see it in the Hall of Fame screen, it shows you like the full model. And you're like, oh wow, a lot of it is underground. And the way it like handles doing more of this kind of thing, so it's like the buildings are kind of more level. So I can appreciate it, but I did see a lot of people, I had a few comments saying like, oh man, I'm not a fan of like how this game is so reliant on slopes and stuff. Let's go flagstone. Oh, that's... So, does this just work? It does have water. Maybe it just needs to be in range of a cistern. If that's the case, that's easy enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. That's really generous, because I thought I would have to, like, feed that in. And, like, bring the aqueduct straight into it. But I guess it just gets it. Also, this building... Oh. That is super generous. So, from this cistern... Because a farm is just in the range of the cistern. Oh, right. I thought you'd actually have to be in there. Like, or connected somehow. Like the canal system in 1800s in Besa. That's really generous. So we're down to 40 out of 100 liquid left. Or water. Cool. Okay, easier than I thought. I thought I was really going to have to redevelop a lot. Now, we do all these houses that need to be put back somewhere. What? Oh, yeah. This is 2 population for every house? Oh my god. I thought it was just 2 for these guys. who actually have the need. They must get even more
Hello,
then.
Sporting man.
They're going to get 2 population per household on top of the already getting 2 from this. And that's population, not workforce. But you get a percentage of workforce from the population. God damn. That is a super powerful building. Very powerful indeed. So I can actually delete all this. And we're way up on workforce. See, this is so good to know before I play the game again in a month. Because I'm like, everything's fine. If I'm tight on workforce, a solution is coming. Hell yeah. Definitely get like another one of them over here then in the future or something. One thing I've been slightly disappointed with is diagonal building's cool, but there's nothing to fill the diagonal spots with. It gets very frustrating that way. Like we can fill it with ornaments and you kind of don't notice as much. I think down here, like I have this building and I tried to match the same sort of trees around it and then fill it in with dirt and grass and stuff, and so we don't really notice as much, but I know it's just wasted space, you know? I just wish... Not that they should be making models for everything, but it's like, it'd be so good if there were residences that could fill these. So a residence is a 3x3 grid. And then you've got triangles which are half grids, right? So just add it up to be the full 9. And make a triangular building. How hard can it be? But yeah, anyways, let's have a little zoom in on this thing. It's super detailed. Look at that, they're actually swimming around. That was someone's job to animate that. I was gonna say the ladies ain't looking bad, the men ain't looking too bad either. There's no tier 5.
Pass me the striggle.
There's tier 4. So you go up to tier 4, but in the Albion world, there are 5 tiers. Your basic tier, and then you have...
It is good that you have built many public bathhouses. The liver of your city is healthy.
Want to go for a bath? That's Zara Nitu talking. In Albion, you only get to tier 3, but there are 2 different types of tiers. So you can go with the standard Celt, and then you get either Celtic or Roman. So you'll go with Mercator or Smith. A Mercator becomes a noble. So that's 3 tiers right there. Celt, Mercator, Noble. But then you've got Celt, Smith, Alderman. So that's where the extra tiers are, if you know what I mean. Because you can be quick to be like, oh, they can't go as far as we used to be able to. But it's like, well, they kind of did add as many tiers as they had. They all have their unique models and stuff and needs. Yeah, sorry, I've been blocking the people that come up there behind me. It's just they don't come up that often, so I figured this place, position in the screen was the best spot to be in, to not be in the way of stuff too much. Oh, actually, yeah. I know what to do. There you go. Right, I have to save the concrete for the final building, which is going to be the forum, which is we're going to do somewhere over here. Now we can get rid of way more Libertas much more comfortably. That's what I was most worried about refactoring all that. So it seems like some designer somewhere thought about it. So a forum. So 25 concrete, 35,000, and it's going to give us more population again to everything within the area. So that is huge. As some people would say, it's huge. So you have to build big at the start to get the population, then you can downscale later on. Kind of don't mind it that in a way. Yeah, it's the same with fire safety. Fire safety was so out of control. So negative, minus like 1,000, and then you get like an aqueduct, and it just cleans it all up like immediately. I guess that's what they're going for. Island happiness now is a bit down, but I think the forum improves that, right? Nope. So neither of these buildings improve happiness. Okay. I guess theater and stuff did pretty well for that. Happiness +3. Yeah, so I guess in preparation for this now. Good night. See you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for playing.
Why, your glory. almost equals my own.
I thought that was someone who's going to be like, why did you destroy our houses? There's a cistern feeding right into there. Might have to move that somewhere.
Neptune, grant this servant of thy depths with
Your increasing
is
devotion
master of
to
our
Neptune.
seas and waterways and all
Improve
therein.
diplomatic relations with Concordia. Well, good for her.
Construction of a ship has finished.
Took long enough. It's interesting, with so much less houses, I need way less of those initial buildings as well, like the things that make hats and stuff. So you also save a lot on consumption. Like 50 less houses, you know, consumes way less things. Alright, so they're all refilled in now, looking a little nicer over on this side of the things. There's a lot of people just out milling about though now. Okay, so we still can't fit it in yet. I have to figure out, should it go sideways maybe? Sideways does feel like it would make sense. So like the, yeah, let's go this way. Something like this. So I don't need to move that much. Is it in the way of the market? Yeah. But there's room for more markets and stuff. Okay, let me just reorganize. Still not sure if that'll be enough space. I don't think so. I am able to fit it this way now though, right? No? For a second it was saying that I could fit it. Maybe it was just an anomaly. Just Anno 1800 with mods. Pretty good mods, in my opinion. I'd buy them. Anno 1800 is just Anno 2205 with mods. There is room to remove stuff actually here as well. I need this market in here for the plebeians. There we go. Could get a little row of houses there actually as well. Yeah. Could add back in. Oh, the latrine is still there. The watchtower is the thing I got rid of. So I could go there, and maybe a well could go back here. Oh, the well's already covered. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can put a house here. Cool. Yeah. Well, we'll just put normal houses there and let them level up over time, I guess. Oops. Let's build it. Population jump should be pretty big, I think.
Citizens are dissatisfied with their lot and may soon revolt.
Why?
You've unveiled a fatal flaw.
What happened? Why did people become so unhappy? Did I lose connection to something? Don't think so. That was a pretty big drop, wasn't it? Negative like 500. I'm wondering if some of the road connections I severed blocked us off from something else. That seems okay. This still seems okay. I don't know. Anyway. Needs lower now? Question mark. The needs of people should be far lower if we get rid of the amount of Libertas houses we have. Look at that, 440. That's so awesome. Don't need any of these people anymore. Get out of here. I'll leave those in. I mean, if they're stable, they're stable. But ultimately, I don't really want them anymore. Wow, these guys can level up really fast. We just put them down. Times it, by the way. Still have 20 minutes. Didn't actually zoom in and have a look at that yet. We could put down some trees or something, maybe. Could just extend the concrete out. Or we could do flagstone instead. Colonnade could go by there. It might look a bit weird. Just trying to think what other ornaments we could use. A triumphant arch on the way in. It's not wide enough, really.
Where do you intend to hide? Even if your own private walls cannot contain your plot, your intentions are clear, yet they will not bear fruit.
I don't know, just something. It's fine. Let's get down on the ground. A forum. It did say something about adding things onto this, I thought. Yeah. Oh, I know why they're unhappy. Not enough water, probably, anymore. Oh no. That's not it. They have enough water. Yeah, everything's good actually. Damn. I just don't know what happened. Something massively went negative. Did the city status go up again? I know it did recently. That adds negative 10 happiness to every house. Which is kind of crazy. So you could just get rid of houses and people would become happier. Darn, have you tried Jurassic World Evolution 3? No, I haven't had time, but I heard it's okay actually. Someone just posted in my Discord and was like, so this released recently, I think it was Ava, and I was like, oh yeah, that came out of nowhere. Or CK, was it CK Benchmarks maybe? Did the yeah, maybe the festival ended, that could have been it. No, Festival of Joy is still going, which surprisingly doesn't give you happiness, it gives you income and prestige. I really don't know. It feels like as soon as we put that down, that happened. But I didn't... All I removed out of here was houses. I kept the City Watch. That's a happiness building. That's affecting all these guys. This is affecting all these. So I'm trying to think needs. Certain needs that you give people give happiness, like soap and stuff. Oh... I'm going to save that here so I can upgrade myself after the stream and see what tier 4 looks like, because I haven't seen them yet. Shall we break some embargoes? Shall we break some NDAs? No. Not today.
Good food shows hospitality. Fine tableware shows class.
How do you like the fact that there seems to be an emphasis on very big buildings in every tier? I like it, yeah, it's cool. They seem to have really good effects. So at first I was like, geez, man, there's such huge buildings. But I can't really complain if the effects are, like, definitely outweigh the space, you know? So that's good. Population spike, maybe? So what's the negatives coming from, right? We can have a look here. The negatives are coming from the Garum... Oh yeah, population spike. I see what you're saying. Garum is now doing negative 286.
Some of the necessary materials haven't reached us.
Well, it's happiness negative 2 per building, not per population. So the building count didn't change there. But that does seem high. Negative 286 from Garum. Like, you're not touching 286 buildings. And I've only got 2 of these. There's one here, and there's another one here. These are higher tiers, though, that they're covering, so maybe it does have some sort of effect like that.
Cassiopeia waits in the caldarium. And I can't find my towel.
Happiness -2 from Garum. City status seems to be the one crippling us, right? -9.6 from city. Maybe just the status blew up a tier and I didn't catch it. I remember it said we went up a tier, but maybe it actually scales as you go up, because it is very particular. 0.9, 0.9, 0.9. So maybe just the more people you have, the worse it gets.
Horse is a birthright not to be squandered.
So let's see, before we've only got 10, 13 minutes left. I wonder what could we do to improve happiness, you know, because maybe it's just at tier 5 there'll be a big happiness building, probably like a Colosseum, right? We've seen that sort of in the footage of the game. If it's anything like a forum and a bathhouse, and the theater does give happiness, there might be another major public service building that also covers people for happiness like crazy. But I would now look at this and think, well, 400 workforce is great. What you could do with that workforce is actually start spamming out ships. I could now, most of my ships take about 30, so I could probably have at least 10 ships, and I'd still have 100 workforce left over. So I shouldn't get so hasty and be like, yeah, let's just delete everybody. These guys don't have any happiness coverage over here, so I guess I should just give them something. And then you need more city watch buildings. I mean, ultimately we can do both. You don't have to pick one or the other. Maybe even just there would be fine. Just something to help you out. You're already covered. It's not the most you know, we're at the end of the game here basically, so I'm just going to throw these down and see what happens. Can we put them out on the ooh, we could put one there. Obviously getting rid of a house might do good for us. But I did spend a long time trying to build it to make it look nice. Removing a house and putting a watchtower right in the middle here might be worth it. They have their city watch there. And we can extend the reach of these things with other stuff. I mean, I went up by about 100, so it's slightly better. But yeah, I guess we'd have to rely on items and things, maybe. I wonder if having military increases happiness or anything, because having patrols increases it, like city watch buildings. And then, yeah, the tech tree might be give us a clue of what we could do. That allows you to give large loans and take large loans. Oh, there's the Quinqueremes. Populate. Effect range of theaters 20%. It's going to take an hour to get that. And then marble roads extends the reach of buildings even further. We could set up our own marble production now. I don't actually have it set up. I need an available mountain slot. And then a stone cutter. Marble mason. Oh shit. Inadequate fertility. I did not realize. Marble is a fertility. Super cool looking building though. Alright. Forget that then. Yeah, thanks Emil. Oh well. Well, it doesn't really matter. I've been buying marble, so it's fine. Zara Nitu sells it for pretty cheap, honestly. So don't really mind. 75. You can buy 75 for 3 grand.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
I think we're kind of done. What do we do now?
I'm not really asking you.
100 tons of olive oil in an hour. Okay.
Just men are rare as white crows.
Was it all? It was olive oil, not olives. Got 38. Wonder does she sell any?
Don't startle them.
What about?
I don't like people bothering me when I work.
Nope. Loungers, standing liars. I noticed this. They seem to have the same stuff every island, actually. Let's see. Yeah. I actually kind of prefer that. In some ways it was cool, like the inventory of their islands, like actually what they want, but in other ways it was so tedious checking all these different islands all the time, so a bit divided. If we can't buy olive oil, I'll just have to make more rapido, which we can do easily enough. Yeah. Okay, so to make more, we had olives on this island. I guess actually it's not that easy, because it takes a while to make them. Do we... How much olives do we have on the island here? 24, but it's stable. I guess it doesn't matter, because this isn't going to happen in the time that I'll be continuing this playthrough anyway. We're basically done now. Let's see if there's any other quests we could wrap up. There was the Holy Stones quest. Need to deliver 10 limestone and 10 dye plants. Dye plants I can't get. I think it's a fertility that I don't have. Yeah.
A ship is under attack.
Unless we could buy them from someone. Ship is under attack. Just this one. There we go. Congrats with the big yes from Future Wife. Ah, thank you.
What could you possibly require?
Is this a warship? Yeah, it's just being shot, not doing anything. Discipline stance. Units never abandons its commands. You can... Well, whatever. I guess we want disciplined when I'm actually ordering them around, but we want aggressive if they're going to get attacked. Did my ships ever come back here, by the way? I guess I never sent them, actually. Would be good to have a little battle with... We've got 7 minutes. I might speed up time. We'll get the ships from Albion. There's 3. And then go attack some pirates. Just because there was like 6 ships sitting outside one of the islands. So we have these 3. What do you want?
Please help. It's the horses. You gotta let me catch my breath.
He seems to have a lot of quests compared to everyone else. I'll have to leave him though, because there's no time. We'll head back to Latium. Go, go, go. Go to Mimosa.
What could you possibly require?
Off you go. Actually, one of these items can be given to... Yeah, there you go. Alright, I'll speed up time so they make their journey a bit quicker. But beyond that, I think we're kind of done. We'll also make another ship. We've got another one rolling out. Cool. Do you know if Ubisoft responded to your feedback? Yeah, I think I saw your comment saying like, oh, they'll listen to you. It's like, no, I don't think they will. Not that they'll ignore me, but it's not just down to me. They have beta tests and people have given lots of feedback before. Sometimes it's, you know, internal priorities on what they can and can't do. But no, I just got a response saying thanks. Thanks for the feedback. I ultimately only converse with a marketing person, and the person I normally converse with actually is on parental leave. Like, they sent me the game, which is awesome, and then a few days later, they said, like, if you got any feedback, let me know. And then I gave them some feedback, and then I got an automated message saying, like, oh, I'm away on parental leave. Tag someone else. And then I tagged this other person, and they were like, oh, thanks so much. I'll pass it to the team. Will they? I don't know. I guess so. I hope so. But does it matter? Probably not. I mean, I imagine I didn't tell them anything they didn't already know. Because it's pretty surface level obvious stuff. But... maybe. I try to offer some, like, constructive criticism, like what I would do maybe to fix it. But yeah, you never know. They might do stuff, they might not, or it might just be like, yeah, we've got that lined up for when we get to Season 1, you know, some of these things, like the statistics screen improvements or whatever. And then other things are like, yeah, we know about empty triangular gaps, like, that's just the way it is. Exactly, they will, but there are priorities, indeed. I'm sure they look at exactly, like, they've got their console stuff to think about too. I'm sure they're just like, in the last 4 weeks now, just purely testing anything. See, when you're getting close to the end of development, you don't want to mess with anything. You don't want to throw something into the build that might end up breaking something else accidentally. It's like, you know, you're not going to add something like that last minute, or a statistics screen, maybe the way it's hooked up, it could end up just whatever programmer implements it, even if they do a great job, they might end up affecting the normal statistics, and then it's like, oh, the whole screen is kind of broken now. It's like, well, so you got to be careful. So in the last few weeks, I think you just polish, go through your bug lists and go and try to go through your optimization list and stuff. And it's like, we're getting frame spikes with these things. We seem to have performance issues with these buildings. The AI is not doing this correctly. Like, add all those kind of things in. Oh yeah, sorry, I thought time was sped up. My bad. Thanks for the heads up on that. So I don't know, obviously their workflow or whatever, but I would imagine nothing major will really change. That it wasn't already planned to change in the last month or two anyway, going into the day one sort of version of the game. And I'm sure that is just being tested and refined right now. But hopefully with a first patch or first update or something, some of these things start to come in. There's no blueprints in this game either. That was always a cool feature. My guess is they started development of this like around the time Season 2 ended in Anno 1800. That's what it feels like. So a lot of the quality of life after that isn't really here. Or some of it anyway. So my guess would be they forked the build, started prototyping and concepting a few things they could do, while part of their team worked on DLCs for 1800, and then shifted the bulk over once 1800 was wrapping up, and then working for a year to 2 years on getting this out the door. That's my guess. There were triangular ornaments planned. Yeah, hopefully they get made. Ornaments being triangular is one thing. I really do think having a household that could be triangular would be nice. I know that's a bit more of an ask, because it means at least 4 versions, if not more. So there is a heavy asset cost with that, but I just think, how can you not do that? If you're going to go the route of doing diagonal roads, I think you got to do diagonal buildings. Diagonal ornaments is halfway there, though. That would be nice. By the way, we're just waiting on ships to come across now. I've got like literally like 2 minutes left to go. We might maybe just push it a minute or two longer. They'll be okay with it, I think. Just gonna check the world map to see where our ships are en route. They're just cresting around this way right now. That's a trade ship. Look at this map, by the way. It's so good looking. With a few more details or something like etched into it, I'd love to have that like printed. What's coming up on the channel? I don't know. I'm an awful YouTuber. So I'm doing a satisfactory playthrough at the moment, so I need to get back to that. I want to get back to at least one of those videos. I was planning on streaming Manor Lords when it gets its next update, so I could talk through a little bit about what I've been doing on it. People have asked. I talked with some of the devs on the team, and they think it's cool for me to do it, so I was like, okay. So probably that. There's a few games that I've been sent, like Kaiser Punk and stuff has stuff coming out. Be cool to play some of that stuff, but I don't really know. I don't really know. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate the super chat a lot. Thank you, by the way. Thank you so much. He says, loving the content. Thank you. Can't wait for the full playthrough. Me too. I'm really looking forward to this now, actually. Why do I keep doing that? I keep hitting normal speed. If there's anything anyone wants to see now in the last minute or two, let me know. Because we've only got a couple minutes left. I'm just going to go in for a little bit of a final battle, and then we'll kill the game and wrap it up. Are there any ornaments or ground ornaments that can be built or painted on top of the empty triangular space? Yeah, so when you put that, like, say we want to fill in this area here, go to the ornaments panel. We've got our ground texture, so we can put down grass or tile or mosaic or whatever we want to do. But then you can put any ornament on top of that. So in a way, you can kind of make it look like you're filling triangles. So we could do, let's say we did flagstone, and then we do.
It's under attack.
Hang on.
Neptune's finest, ready.
So say we did flagstone there, and then we. I should really. I feel like I want to do that, but I probably shouldn't. Anyway, then we cover it with this and this and this, just to make it look a bit more natural. Okay, so now we've just got a little area. Looks fine. We could open up statues or something. And we could do like statue there. Statue there. A tree or something. You could do a tree even just straight on the ground, or you could do one in a pot of some sort. That's too big, so it's too.
Some of the boys from the Collegium found some choice amphitheater.
See, that won't fit because it's not wide enough, but these ones would, I think. No? I'm surprised because it seems to be able to fit on a triangle sometimes, but I guess not. So yeah, so that's the kind of thing you could maybe do. But at least it fits on. So that masks some stuff. Look at that, they're putting out the fire. Get it? Looks pretty good, right? Nice, I'm a year old. Hey Brunswick, thank you so much. Thank you. 12 months is a long time, so I do appreciate it. But yeah, so you can get creative and fill these spaces. I'm not saying you can't fill them with anything. It's just you're sort of incentivized not to do it because you know that it can only be ornaments that fill those gaps. So generally, you should probably just keep to a grid if you care about being optimal. I like to mix things up anyway, so I don't mind it every now and then. Thank you for showing, no problem. Just waiting on these ships to come back. They should be here any minute. Yep, they're just about to pull in now. 3 ships, plus our little ships here.
There are signs of public unrest.
Nah. Oh yeah, it's getting a little bit better actually. It's down to 500. So that means every 40 minutes, 10 buildings are going to have a riot of some sort. By the way, I noticed the map is no longer showing me my ships anymore.
What could you possibly require?
A structure is under attack.
What? Where did that ship go? Is that a trade ship? Yeah, it is actually. Right, so all the military ships are here now. Just get them all in. Coming from the north, and then we're just going to circle around and go attack the pirates, and then we'll call it a day.
A ship is under attack.
No freedom for that lot.
That's okay. And then we'll put time on normal speed as well. I can't see anything on the radar now, so it's like playing hard mode or something. That happens. That's a bug that happens when you go into the world map and then back. Alright, the next 3 are here, but I know where they are. They're usually here. Yeah. Alright. Where are we? I'm lost. There we are. Ooh, cool. Little fleet together now.
Through the waves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I not have 7? Oh no, it is 6. Okay. So, stance, I'm going to put you on disciplined, please. So follow my orders no matter what. Thank you. Let's begin.
As do we.
So that's where we're aiming. Alright. Exclamation mark XP. Ain't no XP here. I'm a simple tuber. You just get what you get on the streams. Wonder what new regions we'll get in total. One is for sure, Egypt. Yeah, Egypt. I don't know. People say Greece, but I don't even know what you do with Greece. Someone said, like, Asia Minor. I think that'd be kind of cool. Because with Greece, I don't really know what different foods you'd be providing, different building chains. What do you do differently in Greece that you wouldn't do in Latium anyway, basically? But in somewhere like the East, it's like you would have different production chains. There's some slightly different flavor of things out there. Obviously, in Egypt, you've got like maybe canals or irrigation or doing something with like the Nile, something. Damn Kara, hey, good to see you, man. It's been a while. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good too. Oh yeah, China probably Silk Road. I'd be surprised if they did China. It's so out there, but maybe. As like the first Roman connection, alt history, where could you have gone kind of thing. But yeah, maybe. I'll be up for it. You do have Lucia Ma in there. There is some precedence, I guess. Alright, we're going against the wind. I plan on just moving kind of through them, rather than individually attacking. They'll probably wake up in a sec as well. There we go.
Ship is under attack.
Not that, kind of anticlimactic to be honest.
Fortune favors the bold.
I actually never found his island. It's over there somewhere.
So wary, Triator.
It's cool that they turn sideways to fire their scorpions. Good night.
Waiting for your decree.
Alright, let's just discover his island and we'll call it there. I like that formation control, it's really nice. Iberia? Maybe Iberia. Again, what would be different in Iberia? See, as a designer, I think what a game designer will be looking for is like, what are you doing differently? There's, you know, you can have different building chains and all of that, but I think generally if they're going to add DLC in a theater, they'd want you to have a new mechanic. You know, in the Arctic, it's like, oh, gas. I mean, I guess you're not doing anything. Oh, airships. That was the big new thing for there. Remote islands you can only get to by airship, and then gas. In base, it was like canals, irrigation. Like, you're building differently out there. In Albion, you've got the swamp. You can drain the swamp, irrigate it, and also, what was I going to say? Oh, and then there's all, like, the split between Roman and Celtic. So it's like, but what's different, you know? Greece, you've got a lot of mountainous terrain. It's like, maybe you could do something with that. Egypt, definitely, like, the Nile, food source, water, irrigation versus desert. That's all been done before in Anno games. That's easy. Or not easy, but that's, like, fairly easy to design something for. I just struggle to think. I mean, maybe I'm just not that smart or clever, but I'm like, what would I do in Iberia? It's like, yeah, anyone can invent little food chains. Super easy. Few different buildings, few different icons, get your models done, whatever. But what's the mechanic, you know? Carthage are long gone in this era. Well, kind of. In 117, they should be gone. Just saved there, by the way. So I don't really know the history, but at 117, haven't they been like kind of completely wiped out? You can maybe rebuild or something as Carthage. They could always take some liberties. I do like the China angle mostly, but again, because then you're just playing with like fantasy almost. I don't think I'm going to be able to take them. We've just got fire arrows. You need like onagers and stuff. Would be cool if we could make him submit while we're attacking. I doubt he'd want to, but maybe.
By Jove, the governor, as I live and breathe.
Oh yeah. I have to pay 5,000? Seems a bit lame.
I've seen worse.
So we have a ceasefire for 3 hours.
Through hardship to the stars.
And that's it. He's got an awesome looking place. Look at it. Party Central up here. Super nice. Damcar, hey, with the 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you. The cold north. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, that could work. Something cold and in the north. Where would you go? Scandinavia? Beyond Germany? Like Germany, I suppose? The New World? Alright, we have to wrap it up there. I pushed my time a little bit too much already. But that's going to be it. We'll just have one final look over the town and say that was the early access period, or at least the early preview period that content creators got for Anno 117. This is the city that I built. And I loved it. It was really good fun. A lot of surprises along the way. The bathhouse and the forum, awesome to see. Little Jinx is here too. Little puffy cheeks. She's wriggling. And now the sun sets on the demo. Or in the preview. Alright. Thanks, Ubisoft. Sorry I went 11 minutes long. Thank you, Aaron. If I said the name right. have to watch a recap then. Yeah, so this will stay up as a video after the fact, so you can always go check it out then if you want to just watch it. This was part of a series, so the first 8 videos are just 1 hour long videos. Bit more curated, a little bit more focused, just because I don't get as off the rails. By the way, that went to Nathan, Minty, Mrs. Farmer, Rye, and Dizzy Bella. Thanks again, Damkara, for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, so if you wanted to watch the series from the beginning to the end to see the progression through the tiers, settling Albion, choosing either Smiths or Mercators, etc., that was all pretty fun. There was obviously loads of stuff I didn't see. Never got to stone walls. Look at that. Big giant arena. That's your happiness building, huh? I'm guessing you can run the events of the arena or something as well, probably. I would imagine they were inspired by the festival games in Anno 1800's Hacienda DLC, New World Rising, maybe something like that. I do like the idea of you've got a festival, you need to deliver X, Y, and Z, and then if you meet those demands, you get like different benefits. Something like that would be kind of cool if they did that again. I think a good idea about the regions is playing the whole campaign. That was a great indicator in 1800. Yeah, I actually never played the campaign in 1800 still. Carthage was destroyed by the Romans in 147, so possible? Was it not 147 BC? Because this is 117 AD. This is Pax Romana, which means the era of peace, basically. Which I assume they set in that time frame and really put the name in the title for the first time to illustrate like this is not a war game. Because most people who play Roman games expect like war. That would be my guess. Mr. Marketing at Ubisoft Minds, I'm sure, was like, people are going to expect like a war RTS from anything Roman. Maybe we should just emphasize, just to be safe, give that community ammunition against people who come in and say like, oh, the combat sucks. It's like, well, it's actually like there wasn't much combat in this time period at all. That kind of thing. When did Carthage fall? Yes, BC. Carthage fell in 146 BC after prolonged conflict with the Roman Republic known as the Punic Wars. Yeah. So long, long ago from this time period. The campaign in 117 should be way better than 1800. Please play it on YouTube and not only live. Most people don't like watching campaign, I've found, because it spoils it for them. So I think I would, if I was to do it, I would only do it live so you can see the more reaction to it. It would stay up as a video. Something I really liked in 1800 as well was the scenarios. I wonder will they come back? Now I'm thinking about an Anno that is BC. Yeah, so when 1800 was out, I was like, man, I would love it if they made a Roman Anno. And, you know, to hit the target date, I was like 54 BC would be the era I would have chosen. Classically, post-Augustus or late Augustus is like the era of building, so I can totally see why they'd focus more on the Pax Romana. But 56 BC for me would be so cool because I just like Roman Republic a lot more. And I would have thought, like, that's your start date. You could end, like, in 117 or whatever, you know? But that has a lot of connotations of, like, politics, you know? There's no emperor, all that stuff. 56 is really, like, Caesar's time. Julius Caesar's time. And then it would end his time. And then the rise of, like, the first dictator, proper emperor, I suppose. But I just love the Roman Republic. I just think it's super cool. So I would have done that. And then you could have been like, yeah, let's go to Carthage. Let's tame Carthage. Let's go to Albion. Caesar is the first person in Albion. So let's go there for Rome. So let's go there. You know, it would have been perfect. But this is pretty good too. Anno 9. 9 would have been good as well because that's really Augustus's early time, yeah. And that's a cool, it would have just been cool to name it that. Anno 9. Can't see them wanting to touch year 0 with a 10-foot pole either in a Roman game. Yeah, I guess that'd be weird. Maybe. Especially now. Probably just avoid that region altogether. Anyway, I think that's going to be it. So I just want to say thanks for all the support on these videos. I really do appreciate it. If you want to check out my series, it'll all be in one playlist. This is the culmination of that playlist. Maximus Schlonginus was my boy. If we were to... I can't look at anything. I was going to say, if we were to look at like stuff, I shouldn't do that anymore. I was just keeping this open for some background music, really. But yeah, you have all the different things in the Hall of Fame and your different profiles and choosing your AI in there. Looking forward to seeing what else arrives for 1.0's version on release. Talks of a Viking Anno once. That could be cool, yeah. Yeah, Britain-themed, Viking, Scandinavian-themed Anno. That would be cool. Launching your raids across the... Well, not even launching raids, but having the 2 regions being involved there in the 1500s or whatever. I don't know my history. 1300s? What do I know? It's even earlier than that, I think. Anyway, that will really be it for now. So, appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Anno content. I won't be covering Anno again until the next, whatever the next NDA/embargo is. People were asking if I'd play 1800 or 1404. I don't plan on playing anything else. I'll just wait until this comes out. I will be doing other things, like I said. Stay tuned for Manor Lords stuff. For those who don't know, I am a developer on Manor Lords. What I basically am responsible for, I'm a designer and a writer and kind of all-round developer. So Greg is the director, so he's the primary lead designer. I am second to him in that regard, so his ideas reign supreme. It is his game. But he'll often... So, for instance, one of the things I did in the latest update, for those who haven't seen it, Manor Lords is in a beta period right now where you can opt in if you want to try out the latest features. It'll be getting an update to the beta soon, and then it's hopefully, you know, on track to go out to the wider Steam audience that just want to play it generally. But for those who don't know, the beta, like, changed progression completely. So there used to be a tech tree in the game, sort of like a traditional tech tree that you step through with points. Now there's, like, a non-traditional, non-linear tree, and that was Greg's want and desire to do that, and then I came up with like all of the perks that are in there and all the effects, generally the balance of it, and then I did the food economy that's gone into the game now as well. There used to just be vegetables, but now there's like 3 different types of food, or vegetables, just like beetroot, cabbage, and carrot. Same for fruits, and then there's a few extra things that are added in there. So I'm responsible for a lot of the economic stuff, not all of it, just the good parts. And yeah, because I don't have full control over everything. A lot of stuff is tied to animation, so unlike Anno, things don't run on timers. So some people are like, oh, I wish the output of this building was higher. It's like, oh man, it's actually really difficult, because we can speed up the animations to a point, but really just it takes as long as it takes to skin a deer when you look at it happen. We can drop more meat out of it, but then you're effectively doubling it. So it's kind of tricky in that respect. Super fun though. And then I did all the writing, so all the tooltips and anything to do with the wiki and the tutorial, all that stuff is all me. And everything you read in English anyway is all me, and then it's all translated. So it's been awesome. Really, really enjoy it. And that's why it'd be great to talk through it a bit more and play the game on like challenging or something. Another thing we worked on was approval. We did that together lately. And the new AIs in the game, so that's cool just to be able to see them build. They're like a first iteration AI. So yeah, so there was a lot done. It took like 9 months to get all this figured out, but now we know what we're doing a bit more. Updates should be quicker with that too, so that's been great. But that's where a lot of my time has been going lately as well, so apologies when videos are missing for a little while. If you have any suggestions of games you'd like to see, by the way, just here at the end, let me know, and if they're recent enough, or at least in some sort of zeitgeist new-ish, I'd like to play them just in these next couple of weeks while we have some time. I've been looking around at some different things, and I was like, oh yeah, this could be cool. Even for just 1 or 2 one-off videos, could be kind of fun to check out, so let me know. Like I said, this video will go up as a proper video within about 10 or 15 minutes after it ends, so if you are just joining now and you wanted to catch the whole thing, you can just go back and it'll be there. Same link. That's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I was able to catch my chat well enough. And yeah, for Axel, about DLCs, we did talk about it, but Egypt seems to be the primary thinking for the first one. Or not for the first DLC, but for the Season 1. And then there's like a disaster-focused DLC. I'm guessing like a Cape Trelawney type thing. It seemed, my guess is they're going to add Sicily as a region. There's a volcano there with a large island. You'll build on the large island, and periodically a volcano goes off. That's my guess, but I have no idea really what the situation with that is. That's just my guess from literally a picture, which is a volcano. And then there's one other one, but I don't know what the other one was. It looked like some sort of festival, I think. So those will be the first 3 DLCs, I guess. Anyway, that's going to be it from me. That's it from Maximus Schlonginus, and he'll be back on November 13th, if not maybe a few days early, if Ubisoft are still nice or kind to me after I went 11 minutes long. That's going to be it. All right. I'm sorry that it's the first time you're catching me live because I'm just wrapping up now. But thank you, and thanks for the kind words. And it's great to see someone enjoy Satisfactory also. All right, take it easy. Have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I'll hopefully see you soon enough. Should be back streaming ideally twice a week. That's the goal. All right, bye-bye.